10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
TG Kentucky is Engineer Openings that offers a full benefit package including new competitive pay scale, 401k, medical, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, and 2 weeks vacation time. You begin accruing on your hire date. TG is one of the largest employers in Central Kentucky. Their plastic and rubber technologies contribute to safer, more comfortable, and environmentally friendly vehicles. Apply now at work4tg.com. That's work4tg.com. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. TG Kentucky is just minutes away on Main Street in Lebanon. TG Kentucky, always working to achieve the highest quality standards.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month, 1964 due assigned. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month, 2801 due assigned. 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg. They specialize in discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood tile, and carpet remnants. It's Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet. Shop and save on North College Street in Harrodsburg. All right, cloudy, a high of 40. A low tonight of 29. Tomorrow, again, mostly cloudy, a high of 42. Thursday is the day I'm looking forward to. Sunshine, low 50s as a high. On Friday, mostly sunny, 55. Saturday, sunny and 58. So I guess I should have kept on reading the forecast. Friday and Saturday were not looking like that when I looked at the forecast yesterday. So good news, those days have changed and given us potential low 60s as we head toward the weekend. Right now it's 6:11 in the morning. It's 31 degrees. Wind chill is 22. It's Joe Show time. Let's rock and roll.
Say, look at JoJo.
Good morning to you, Danville and Boyle County. It's time for the Joe Show on 103.9 FM WHIR. Folks, it's Tuesday. It's the 30th day of January, and today is National Seeing Eye Dog Day, or Guide Dog Day. On the Joe Show, guide dogs are amongst the most phenomenal animals on the planet, and the difference they make to the lives of those without sight simply cannot be overstated. Dogs have been leading and lending a helping paw to man for centuries, but there wasn't a demand for seeing eye dogs until after World War I. To help these veterans, a formal school and training program for guide dogs using only German Shepherds at that point began in Germany. Sadly, the program was short-lived, but it wasn't lost. Thanks to Dorothy Harrison Eustace, a dog trainer from Philadelphia who was living in Switzerland. After hearing about what happened to the program in Germany, she wrote an article about the guide school for the Saturday Evening Post. It was published in 1927. And then a man named Morris Frank, living across the pond in Nashville, Tennessee, started one up here in the United States. National Seeing Eye Dog Day, or Guide Dog Day. Celebrate both accordingly on this Tuesday, January 30th edition of The Joe Show. Your phone number to call in this morning is 238-WHIR. That's 238-9447. And we'd love to have you on the radio. We start you off, as we always do, with a national anthem. Brought to you by Bob Allen Motor Mall and the Hometown Radio Network.
The Bob Allen Motor Mall and Hometown Radio Network proudly honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Bob Allen Motor Mall Hometown Radio Network teaming up every morning to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Again, our phone number is 238-WHIR. Let's do a little birthday party celebrating here on The Joe Show as we celebrate birthdays on this Tuesday, January the 30th, and only have 2 names down this morning on the birthday list. So here they are. Susan Wright Eigelhart having a birthday today. Happy birthday to Susan. And Matthew Morgan celebrates a birthday today as well. Susan Wright Eigelhart, Matthew Morgan. It's 238-WHIR to call in. 238-9447. Get birthdays and anniversaries right here on the radio on The Joe Show. 238-WHIR. Yep. It's a Tuesday. It's the 30th day of January. Typical Tuesday morning show that we have lined up for you this morning. We're excited about it to guide you through our Tuesday morning here. If you're at home or at work or getting ready, this is what you have to look forward to this morning. 7:10, we have Boyle County State Rep Daniel Elliott. He calls in every morning, Monday through Friday, to update us on what's going on there in Frankfort at the state capitol, and that'll be at 7:10 this morning. 7:20, Danville boys basketball coach Tristan Ford joins the show. We talk Admiral basketball every Tuesday morning at 7:20 here on WHIR. 7:40, it's the County Agents Corner. It's brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. And in the County Agents Corner, we'll have Jay Hetmansberger, Garrett County Extension Office Agent. He'll be on here at 7:40 this morning. In the 8 o'clock hour, at 8:10, we have Colleen from the Boyle County Public Library. She's on here every Tuesday at 8:10. 8:20, we do have Randyisms at 8:20 this morning. James the Gardener's on here giving us a gardening tip at 8:40 this morning. Then we always on Tuesdays have a really busy 9 o'clock hour. We go from Dusty at 9:10 to either Ann Yeager or Mary Stith Hamlin at 9:35 this morning. That's the rundown of today's show. We'd love to have you on. And our phone number to call in this morning is 238-WHIR. We start you off as we always do, taking a look at early morning sports. Here it is. A Chiefs defensive lineman will miss the Super Bowl. The Mariners get a former All-Star from the Twins, and an AL manager dies at the age of 80. Those are the headlines on this Tuesday morning. I'm Joe Mathis, guiding you through these Tuesday morning sports. Starting off in the NFL, where it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs will be without one of their star defenders for Super Bowl 58. According to multiple reports yesterday, defensive lineman Charles Charles Amanyehu tore his ACL in the AFC Championship game on Sunday and will not face his former team, the 49ers, in the Super Bowl. NFL Network and Bleacher Report both reported the news. Amanyehu made a post on Twitter with a lone broken heart emoji. His fellow defensive lineman Chris Jones also posted on the social media platform, "Praying for my brother Charles," he wrote with a broken heart emoji as well. In the Major League Baseball world, the Seattle Mariners acquired second baseman Jorge Polanco from the Minnesota Twins on Monday for pitchers Anthony DeSclafani and Justin Tapa, two minor leaguers, and cash. The prospects going to the Twins are outfielder Gabriel Gonzalez and pitcher Darren Bowen. The 33-year-old DeSclafani was traded to the Mariners earlier this month from San Francisco. He had a 4.88 ERA for the Giants last season. He made 18 starts. Meanwhile, the right-hander Tapa had a 2.61 ERA in 75 relief appearances as a rookie last year. The 30-year-old Polanco became expendable with the emergence last season of rookie Edward Julian for the Twins, who are trimming their club record payroll from 2023 in light of the uncertainty around their regional broadcast revenue. Polanco will make $10.5 million this season, and his contract has a $12 million club option for 2025 with a $750,000 buyout. Staying in Major League Baseball, Jimmy Williams, the 1999 AL Manager of the Year for the Boston Red Sox. He won 910 games over a dozen seasons that include stints with Toronto and Houston, has died. He was 80 years old. Williams was voted AL Manager of the Year after leading the Red Sox to their second consecutive playoff appearance. He said keeping calm in a clubhouse was easier than at home. Quote, "I've got a wife and 4 kids. You weren't turmoil?" Williams said when he was hired to manage Boston in 1996, "You got to talk. You can't choose up sides and say, let's see who wins this battle." An infielder, Williams was born James Francis Williams in California. He was a 1961 graduate of Arroyo Grande High School and first spelled his name Jimmy, Jimy, as a prank in high school. He went on to Fresno State, where he earned a bachelor's degree in 1964 in agribusiness, played summer ball for the Alaska Gold Panthers alongside Tom Seaver on that summer ball team. And Hometown Radio Network has 6 games for you tonight across our network stations. DCA hosts Lincoln County in a girl-boy doubleheader on WHIR. Danville hosts Garrett County in a girl-boy doubleheader on Z105. And Mercer County is at East Jessamine in a girl-boy doubleheader on 99.5 FM WHBN. That's sports. I'm Joe Mathis for the Hometown Radio Network.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they are offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strip, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, or a barbecue chicken sandwich. All specials come with a side of your choice along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Wednesday's Customer Appreciation Day. Come on in and ask for the Wednesday special. 3 pieces of Famous Crispy or strips, 2 sides of your choice, hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all $1 off the regular price. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Try one of their family meals. They come in options of 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece selections with your choice of sides. They specialize in catering, so if you need to cater a wedding, office party, funeral, birthday party, or any other special event, call them at 859-236-8777, 236-8777 for a free quote. Let them do all the work for you. They're located at 610 South 4th Street. Drive through or come on in. Lee's Famous Recipe, serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals Online Store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals Online Store at hometownlive.net.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heated and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is on the way, and they provide 24-hour emergency service for residential and commercial customers. 859-519-6382. Mostly cloudy, high of 45. A low tonight of 33, 50 shot of rain showers this afternoon. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 42. Thursday, 53. Friday, 55. Saturday, 58. We are warming up, and I'm excited about it. I got out yesterday, played some basketball with Jack, and it was cold, but once we started playing, it started warming up a little bit. So, again, I'm looking forward to the warmer temperatures. That's what I want. Every single night when I'm watching TV, and I do a lot of laundry, right? So I fold a lot of laundry because there's a TV there, so I don't mind watching TV while I do it. And every single night, Jack's in there watching basketball with me, and I say, Jack, I cannot wait for baseball season. And he says, why? And I say, because I'm just over this cold weather. I just want to watch the Braves. I want to have it be baseball weather, give me 75 degrees, and give me a nice, relaxing baseball game to watch. So we don't have baseball weather this week, but at least a little bit of a warm-up, near 60 there on Saturday. 238-WHIR is your phone number to call in. Let's get a little birthday party action going on for you. These celebrities having birthdays on this Tuesday morning, January the 30th. Here we go. Happy 50th birthday. I don't know if I can't believe he's only 50 or if I can't believe he is 50. Christian Bale, 50 years old today. He's been in the movies The Dark Knight, American Psycho, Vice, The Flowers of War, The Big Short, Hostiles, and American Hustle. Christian Bale, 50, was also in Ford versus Ferrari.
You think that Ford are going to let you build the car that you want, the way you want it, the Ford Motor Company.
Christian Bale, 50 years old today. The birthdays on this January 30th include Livia, who was the late wife of Emperor Augustus of Rome. Her son was Emperor Tiberius. Her grandson was Emperor Claudius. Several years after she died, she was deified as Diva Augusta. Sion Phillips gives a haunting performance as her in the BBC television adaptation of Robert Graves' novel, I, Claudius. Livia would have had her birthday today. Chess player Boris Spassky is 87. He's known as one of the greatest living chess players of all time and is the oldest living world champion. Who knew we'd talk a little chess this morning on the Joe Show? Everyone's favorite president, the late President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, was the 32nd president of the United States and the only one to serve 4 terms. He led the United States to the Great Depression and World War II. FDR had polio but managed to conceal his illness from the press by walking short distances with a brace in extreme pain. He didn't want Americans to see him unable to walk, and there were only 3 pictures of him in an actual wheelchair. He was the first president whose mother voted for him as well, with women being able to vote. FDR would have had a birthday today. And the late economic journalist and commentator Louis Rukeyser would have been 91 years old today. He was named by People magazine the only sex symbol of the dismal science of economics. Louis Rukeyser would have had a birthday today. Thing about it is, every Friday night, we lived on Navajo in the Indian Hill subdivision when I was actually younger. We moved to Meadow Lane when I was in kindergarten or first grade. And every Friday night, my dad would watch this show with Louis Rukeyser talking about money. And then after that show was over, we'd play video games together. So that's how I know Louis Rukeyser as the guy who did the money show on PBS before we play video games on Friday night. Louis Rukeyser would have been 91 years old today. He looked like he was 91 to me back 30 years ago when he was doing that show. The late Louis Rukeyser.
On this day, in country music.
All right, then. It was on this day, country music history, looking back at the year 1937 in Pell City, Alabama. Jeannie Pruitt was born, country music singer and Grand Ole Opry star. Jeannie Pruitt, born on this date, 1937. It was on this date, 1961, Decca Records released I Fall to Pieces by Patsy Cline. And it was on this date, country music history, in the year 2022, just 2 years ago. American keyboard player Hargus Robbins, who was known as Pig, died at the age of 84. And that's what's gone on this date, January 30th. Country music history. Starting off back in 1937, where we celebrate today the 87th birthday of Jeannie Pruitt.
Satin sheets to lie on.
And when you talk Jeannie Pruitt, you gotta play a little Satin Sheets. Her signature song, Grand Ole Opry star Jeannie Pruitt, 87 years old today.
Big long Cadillac, tailor-made to bone my back.
It was on this day, 1961, Patsy Cline had one of her smash hit songs by Decca Records released, a song called I Fall to Pieces.
I fall to pieces.
Taken from her 1961 studio album called The Patsy Cline Showcase, I Fall to Pieces was Cline's first #1 hit on the country charts and her second single to cross over onto the pop charts as well. It was the first of a string of songs that would be written by Hank Cochran and Harlan Howard.
How can I be just your friend? You want me to.
And it was on this day, country music history. The 2022 Pig Robbins died at the age of 84. Hargus Pig Robbins.
Well, in North Carolina, way back in the hills.
He was a keyboard player, one of the best in country music history. His first major record that he played on, George Jones's song White Lightning. And that's what's gone on this day, January 30th, in country music history. There's that hiccup.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Legislation has been introduced to amend the state constitution to support school choice.
House Majority Caucus Chair Suzanne Miles filed legislation that would allow Kentuckians to vote on an amendment to the state constitution to clear the way for the legislature to empower parents to make educational choices for their children. HB 2 would provide financial assistance to parents who decide to send their children someplace other than public schools in the Commonwealth. If passed, the proposed amendment would allow lawmakers the authority to properly fund a variety of programs, from magnet schools to local school districts contracting with educational nonprofits. Previous attempts by lawmakers to allow state tax dollars to fund the child rather than the school system have been struck down by the Kentucky Supreme Court. If passed, Kentucky would join 32 states and Washington, D.C. in providing an educational choice for their citizens. I'm John Shannon.
Bond has been raised to $500,000 for a man accused in a deadly shooting in downtown Louisville. Jordan Fields was arraigned Monday morning on murder and other charges. Police say Fields shot and killed 38-year-old Chad Smith Sr. at 4th and Liberty Streets January 21st. He was arrested this past weekend. A special delivery will be made at Churchill Downs today.
The priceless gold trophy that will be presented to the owner of the horse that wins this year's Kentucky Derby will arrive at Churchill Downs. Unique jeweled embellishments on the trophy will note the 150th anniversary of the Run for the Roses. It was crafted by S.R. Blackington, a family of Rhode Island silversmiths who have been in business since 1862. The Kentucky Derby Winners Trophy is 22 inches tall and weighs 67 ounces. It's topped by a 14-karat gold horse and rider and features a pair of horseshoe-shaped wreath handles.
That is Paul Miles reporting. I'm Taryn Johnson.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they are offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strip, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, or a barbecue chicken sandwich. All specials come with a side of your choice along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Wednesday's Customer Appreciation Day. Come on in and ask for the Wednesday special. 3 pieces of Famous Crispy or strips, 2 sides of your choice, hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all $1 off the regular price. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Try one of their family meals. They come in options of 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece selections with your choice of sides. They specialize in catering, so if you need to cater a wedding, office party, funeral, birthday party, or any other special event, call them at 859-236-8777, 236-8777 for a free quote. Let them do all the work for you. They're located at 610 South 4th Street. Drive through or come on in. Lee's Famous Recipe, serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month, 1964 due assignment. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month, 2801 due assignment. 36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024.
Now available at Farmers National Bank, free checking and a free gift. Simply open a new Farmers National Bank personal or business checking account and receive a free gift. Minimum required deposit is only $50. We make the process fast and easy. Call 866-888-0220 or stop into one of our 12 convenient locations. Farmers National Bank, with locations in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Perryville, Stanford, Liberty, and Middleburg. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a Perryville man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Perryville. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there. And there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Perryville native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall. Or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Matthews was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Hello, this is Rosie the Skunk for Atmos Energy. You might think I make a bad smell. I mean, of course you do. Why wouldn't you? After all, I'm a skunk. But my stinky fragrance is nothing compared to the rotten egg smell of a gas leak, because that could be dangerous. So if you think you smell a leak or encounter other signs such as hearing a hissing or blowing sound or seeing a vapor cloud, blowing dirt or bubbling water, do not smoke, talk on the phone, turn on or off equipment or vehicles, or do anything that could cause a spark. Leave the area immediately. Then call 911 and Atmos Energy. Atmos Energy will send a trained technician to investigate the situation. Take it from a skunk. Gas leaks just plain stink. Seriously, there's no gray area here. When dealing with gas leaks, it's black and white. Yep, that's a little skunk humor there. For more information, visit atmosenergy.com/gas safety.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean. Come on, Boyle County, reduce, reuse, recycle. Let's work together to keep our county beautiful. Load your car, trailer, or pickup truck. Our recycling center will sort your stuff. Don't just throw it away when you can recycle it today. Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
All right then, Jackie boy, it's brought to you by our friends over at Coel Collision Center in D-Town, right here on Lebanon Road. After a wreck, tell that tow truck driver to take your vehicle to the experts, Brent and Devin at Coel Collision Center, where they'll make it right. All right, cloudy skies and a chance we see some rain this afternoon. A high today 45, a low of 33. Tomorrow mostly cloudy and 42. Thursday sunny and 53. It's 6:38 in the morning right now. It's 31 degrees and the wind chill feels like 24 right here in Danville. Larry Vought's got Vought's Views for us today. What's going on with you, Larry?
Vought's Views on University of Kentucky Sports is on the air. Featuring 7-time Kentucky Sports Writer of the Year, Larry Vaught.
I can still remember when Jim Master came to play basketball for Kentucky in 1980. He was Indiana's Mr. Basketball and a McDonald's All-American who had a lot of college options, but he came to UK to play with players like Sam Bowie, Elva Turpin, Dirk Benefield, Dickie Beal, Winston Bennett, and others. Kentucky won 3 SEC championships and played in the 1984 Final Four during his career. Master was a good player and finished his career with 1,283 points, along with 254 assists, 209 rebounds, and 60 steals. He was a career 48% shooter from the field and 85% shooter at the foul line. He did not go on to the NBA. Instead, he settled in Lexington, became a very successful financial manager who continued to cherish his time at Kentucky, and recently he proved how much he loved Kentucky.
Vought's Views will return in a moment.
They're huge, and they're coming to the Kentucky Expo Center. Tractors bigger than your house. Hay balers the size of a Mack truck. Wheels taller than your living room. It's 1.2 million square feet of massive, powerful, heavy-duty farm equipment all under one roof. It's the National Farm Machinery Show, bringing the best in the field together. February 14th through the 17th. Visit farmmachineryshow.org for more information. Admission is free.
Former UK basketball player Jim Master donated $1 million to Kentucky. Master was a business major at UK, and half of his donation goes to the UK Business School. The other half goes to UK athletics for Barnhart to use as he sees fit, but none will go for NIL payouts. Master said his goal was to help students in general, but also student athletes in ways to help make their experience at UK better.
Find more from Larry at yoursportsedge.com.
Larry Vaught, Vought's Views, Mondays through Fridays on the Joe Show at this time. It's 6:40 in the morning. Did you see this yesterday? Happened at the Louvre in Paris, the art museum, where some climate change protesters came in and threw soup at the Mona Lisa. Because that'll teach them. That'll get your point across. They came in and they threw soup at one of the most famous paintings in the world. For those who think they're mishearing, no, you're not mishearing me. They literally had soup, like Campbell's soup in their hand, like they were throwing soup at the painting. Now, here's the good news, all right, for those who appreciate fine art. And I wouldn't say like I'm one of those who appreciates going to museum. I mean, I would go, but like it's not one of the things that I would have on like my agenda of things to do. But still, I mean, this is one of the most famous paintings in the world. I wouldn't recommend people throwing soup at it to bring notoriety to one of their causes. It's got a big plate glass over it, like bulletproof glass, temperature controlled, all of that. So it's not like they ruined the painting. They just threw soup across the glass. I can't imagine what doctor that these people are going to, for them to go into, not that a doctor would ever say this, I'm just kind of joking right now, but they go into a doctor, right, and they say, Doc, the climate change crisis has got me feeling down. What do I need to do to feel better? And the doctor says, have you tried throwing some soup at an old painting? Maybe that'll help you out. Protesters recently threw soup at the Mona Lisa. Well, check out this ad.
There's only one soup that's meaty, delicious, and is perfect for throwing at fine art, and that's Campbell's Chunky Chuck-It Soup.
Tomato soup has big chunks of tomato. Coming at you, Mona Lisa.
Wow, got her.
Yep, Campbell's Chunky Chuck-It Soup is the good stuff your whole family will go for.
Oh, wow. This beef and broccoli is amazing. Watch out, Van Gogh's Starry Night. That'll teach you.
Campbell's Chunky Chuck-It Soup.
Hey, did you see that? I just threw this can of soup at Andy Warhol's painting of the can of soup.
Pick some up today.
All right, let's see what's going on in this morning's World of Good, where we see this positive that's going on in the world. And we are not talking about soup being thrown at paintings in this segment. Are you tired of the gloom and doom that saturates your daily news? Well, of course you are. Then I'm right there with you. These stories right here remind us of the silver lining in the cloud over all of our heads. My way of sharing the good news with you, and hopefully you'll go do the same for somebody else. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the piano. It's Mr. Floyd Kramer. A little good news action for you on this Tuesday morning, and here we go. Story number one coming from Virginia, where during a photography trip in the Monongahela National Forest, and I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, 67-year-old Greg Painter from Virginia became stranded in his Jeep amidst heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures. Now, it's got to be a really heavy snowfall to get stranded in a Jeep, because the old slogan was, bury me in my Jeep, because I've never been in a hole my Jeep can't get me out of. Despite battling melanoma and a knee issue, Painter, an experienced outdoorsman, tried to reach safety on foot but was overcome by these harsh winter conditions. Fortunately for him, Boy Scouts from Troop 59 found him. They provided aid and helped him get his vehicle out of the snow, earning Painter's gratitude and recognition from the West Virginia State Legislature. Here's a clip of Greg Painter describing being trapped in the woods.
I sat in the driver's seat all night, and the wind was howling, and I'd start the Jeep ever so often to warm back up. I was completely spent. I couldn't feel my feet. I couldn't feel my hands.
Wow. Story number two coming from Florida, where an 11-year-old girl reported missing in Wimauma, Florida, was safely located and returned to her family thanks to the efforts of K-9 Unit Mary Lou and Deputy Sarah Ernst from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. The team traced the girl from a neighbor's house to a locked bathroom in a nearby park where they successfully rescued her. Sheriff Chad Chronister publicly acknowledged the K-9 unit's vital role and the team's dedication in ensuring the safety and well-being of the community. And story number three, coming from Arby's, where the Arby's Foundation has committed $1 million to pay off student lunch debts, kicking off the pledge with $200,000 to benefit thousands of students in the Atlanta metro area. The remainder of the funds will be distributed across the country and are estimated to assist more than 47,000 students. The donation provides an immediate and meaningful solution to the ongoing and substantial problem of student lunch debt, which affects millions of students each year. The good news, Arby's pays $1 million to wipe out student lunch debts. A Florida K-9 locates a missing girl, and Boy Scouts rescue wildlife artist trapped in a snowy West Virginia woods. That's what's going on in this morning's World of Absolute Good. Floyd Kramer, take us home, buddy. It's all yours. Silliness at Sunrise is coming up next.
Are you considering starting a business or expanding your existing business? Are you looking for a stable partner you can trust to help you understand your options? This is Ricky Peterson. I'm a loan officer at Whitaker Bank at the Danville Main Street office. As a part of your community, I'm here to help you understand the best options for you today and in the future. Give me a call at 859-236-9822. Let me show you what Uniquely Kentucky means. Whitaker Bank, Uniquely Kentucky, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This is Randy Gipp Graham. If you want to start your weekend off in a winning way, propelling you into a new work week, then join with our team every Saturday morning at 7 o'clock on the Kentucky Power Hour. Sure, we talk current events, politics, a little sports, and a lot about leadership, but with you, the listener, in mind. So start your day off in a winning way. Right here on the Happy Station, WHIR.
The Kentucky Power Hour on AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
Bus is headed south. We're running the Michelin Pilot Challenge before the Rolex.
Learned the NASCAR landscape in the garage and how to navigate the different series. I've not learned that with IMSA.
No expectations, just a blank canvas with a lot of work ready to put in.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to Nashville Superspeedway. Here at Nashville Superspeedway in Music City, USA, they've turned up the volume.
Reddick goes right to the bottom of the racetrack. Chastain tries to hold on the outside.
And they stay glued together into one.
Time to go in Nashville.
Hamlin now beginning to come to the front. He's got the edge now.
It's guitars and fast cars at Nashville Superspeedway. June 30th in the NASCAR Cup Series Ally 400.
Most of the Cup drivers are chilling out on the last off weekend they have before heading west to Los Angeles for the Busch Light Clash. Bubba Wallace, however, is in Daytona to run the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge, a race that's an appetizer for the Rolex 24. Wallace explains why he made an early trip to Florida.
Just to get some road course seat time, get better at road courses. You know, I really took an initiative after Indy, where I think I qualified 18th, and I rode around 18th all day. Didn't pass a single car. I don't think anybody did. Maybe the leaders did. But Texas Toyota, a lot of high ups there, and I was like, hey, I need help. And it just so happened that we got better at Watkins Glen and the Roval. And then they came to me after the season, and they're like, hey, here's an opportunity to go get better. And I'm like, I'm all in, so it'll be fun.
Wallace will drive a Toyota GR Supra GT4 for Smooge Racing, along with John Hunter Nemechek and Corey Heim. He'd rather be road racing in Daytona, but couldn't find a ride.
Nobody let me drive yet, but it's going to happen one day. I just don't really know what I'm doing. Like, I've learned the NASCAR landscape in the garage and how to navigate the different series. I've not learned that with IMSA and with sports cars. So you'll see me there one day. It's going to be a rewarding day when it happens because, yeah, obviously taking longer than I wanted.
And Matchbox 20 will rock the house with a pre-race concert for the Coca-Cola 600.
4!
I wish I was a better golfer.
4 is an odd word to yell.
Whoa, where'd you come from?
It's me, Flo, and I'm here to grant your wish of Progressive taking $50 off your deductibles. Just choose the Deductible Savings Bank feature and finish a policy period without filing a claim or having a driving violation.
Great, but what about my golf swing?
Oh, I just do insurance. Sorry.
Sign up for Progressive and opt into more savings. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Turning 33 this weekend, Daniel Hemrick, taking the place of Justin Haley at Colleague Racing, is getting just his second chance to run the full Cup Series schedule. As for his mindset going in,
open to learning, open to developing, and just, taking it all in as if it's the first time every weekend. The one thing I do expect out of myself is just try to be better, try to do something a little better this week than I did last week. And if we can do that, we can tap into whatever the best version of ourselves and this 31 group is going to be. But yeah, no expectations, just a blank canvas with a lot of work ready to put in.
Mark Garrow and PRN's Garage Pass, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers.
Did you know that WHIR AM 1230 is the talk of the town? We're not spreading gossip. We're just letting you know where the best talk radio is found all day, every day. Mornings begin with Danville's own Joe Mathis and The Joe Show.
Hey, this is Joe Mathis.
Wake up to what you missed. News, weather, sports, and local guests. Followed by Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones.
Welcome, everyone. Kentucky Sports Radio. I'm Matt Jones.
Then, the man who has an opinion about everything, Tomas Mauricio.
I'm Tomas Mauricio. I invite you to tune in.
Starting at noon with Advocates for America. Then at 3, it's the best-known name in news, Sean Hannity.
Join me, Sean Hannity, on WHIR.
Then, Joe Pag starts off weekday evenings at 6 with his take on the day's news, mixed with his fun parody songs about the news.
Hey, it's Joe Pag on WHIR.
Afterwards, at 10, it's the unique world of John B. Wells on WHIR with his Caravan to Midnight show.
This is John B. Wells, WHIR, AM 1230 and FM 103.9.
These guys have a lot to say, and they'll be glad to have you join them every weekday on your home for news, talk, sports. AM 1230, WHIR, the talk of the town.
Hi folks, Mike Gay here. At Essity, we know that hygiene and health is the essence of well-being for every person at every stage of life. Essity is proud to be part of the Harrodsburg and Danville communities, providing good-paying jobs to our employees who make hand towels and tissue paper for people of all ages. If you'd like to join us, check out our website at essity.com. That's essity.com. essity.com.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, Jack. It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at 315 Delahaye. Call for an appointment, 236-2299 for Danville Auto Body Shop. 50-50 chance of rain showers and mostly cloudy today. A high today of 45, a low tonight of 33. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 42. Thursday, sunshine, 53 is your high, and even warmer on Friday and Saturday. Right now, it's 6:55 in the morning. It's 31 degrees right here in Danville. 238 WHIR is your phone number to call in. It's time for the Dad Joke of the Day.
Dad Joke of the Day.
All right, here we go. 100% hilarious, so bad they're good. Warning, these may make you cringe. It's the Dad Joke of the Day. What's invisible and makes a clucking noise around your house? What's invisible and makes a clucking noise around your house? How about a poultrygeist? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, everybody's encountered a poultrygeist every now and then. That's the Dad Joke of the Day.
Welcome to the planet of the apps. All right, a quick question from Rick Dees here. Okay, what is it? What is a VPN? VPN, a virtual private network. And probably you need one. People coming in. Have you noticed that hackers got into the bank last week? Hackers got into this, hackers, whatever. A VPN is needed. It's an encrypted connection over the internet from your device. You need it. And the best app? The VPN Super Unlimited Proxy. Once again, it's called VPN Super Unlimited Proxy. It's rated way up there. What is it? Why would you use it? Well, first of all, no limits on use for unlimited time, unlimited data, unlimited bandwidth, so you don't have to register, no login required. So it's one way you can ensure your privacy. Try it. We did. It works. VPN Super Unlimited Proxy. Because right now, somewhere, in some country, someone is trying to get your personal info. Don't let it happen. VPN Super Unlimited Proxy, right here with Rick Dees in today's molten magma known as the Planet of the Apps.
Well, that's terrifying. Planet of the Apps, Mondays through Fridays in the Joe Show at this time leads us into the country comic spotlight this morning, where James Conley is in the spotlight. James Conley talking about how he was in the Marines before he embarked on his stand-up comedy career. Here's James P. Conley in the Country Comic Spotlight.
Used to be in the United States Marine Corps. That was my job before I did this. You're welcome and you're very kind, because usually when I tell people that I was in the Marines, they tend to look at me like, look, man, don't take this the wrong way, but you don't look anything like a Marine. Well, of course, I don't look like a Marine, because that's exactly what the enemy would be expecting me to look like. But you never really get out of the Marine Corps, do you? Because they have that dang saying, once a Marine, always a Marine. Seems a bit much, doesn't it? The other services don't do that. You know what the Navy's motto is? Once a sailor, not anymore. Very normal. Now, I've been out for decades, but I will tell you this. I don't believe in cliches, but I still see this wherever I go, is that women love a man in uniform. I still see this. Every airport in America, it is a magical power. You put this in the bank, women love a man in uniform. Yes, they do. Except for adult Boy Scout troop leader. I agree with you. That is the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw a troop going through the airport. I wanted to grab the kids and say, look, I don't want to scare you, but there's a grown man dressed just like you attempting to blend in with you right now. How do you explain that behavior to people that don't know what the Boy Scouts are? You say, what'd you do this weekend? Well, I dressed up like the kids and took them in the woods. What about you?
James B. Conley in the Country Comic Spotlight, and Rick Dees, and this morning's Planet of the Apps, and, of course, the dad joke of the day. Hey, we're an hour in already. First hour flew by. Coming up in the next 10 minutes, we have Daniel Elliott, our Boyle County State rep. He'll be on here at 7:10. We'll talk Danville boys basketball with head coach Tristan Ford at 7:20. And at 7:40, we have the County Agents Corner with Jay Hittmansberger. It's all coming up next on The Joe Show. So glad you decided to start your morning off right here on WHIR Danville, News Talk Sports, and live online at hometownlive.net and streaming live with video on Facebook.
Stock number RZ002672, MSRP $30,445. Sales price $27,987. Stock number RZ019931. MSRP $32,620. Sales price $28,967. Price excludes tax, title, and license. Important restrictions and rules apply. This offer cannot be combined with other customer loyalty rebates. See your participating dealer for program details. Not all buyers qualify. Offer ends 1/31/24.
Celebrate New Year savings of a new ride at Don Franklin Mitsubishi. Get $500 cash back on select Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross models, or get 0.0% APR for 60 months on select Mitsubishi Outlander models. Hurry in today to Don Franklin Mitsubishi.
Listen to us on your smart. This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 7 o'clock.
NBC News Radio, I'm Michael Kastner. House Republicans are moving forward with the effort to impeach DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his handling of the border. More from Mark Mayfield.
House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries called it a politically motivated sham. Jeffries said there's no evidence Mayorkas has committed an impeachable offense, violated the Constitution, or broken the law. The Republican-led House Homeland Security Committee will mark up the articles of impeachment Tuesday. They accuse the Secretary of willful and systemic refusal to comply with the law as the nation is facing a surge of migrants. Speaker Mike Johnson last week said that a floor vote to impeach Mayorkas will come as soon as possible after it advances out of committee.
Illinois officials are discussing whether to kick former President Trump off the 2024 ballot. The State Board of Elections is voting today on the issue, which comes after a Republican judge argued the board didn't have the authority or time to consider the matter before Illinois' primary on March 19th. Several other states are trying to do the same, claiming Trump broke the law relating to the January 6 riots. President Biden will be on the campaign trail in Florida today. He'll be holding campaign receptions in Miami and Palm Beach. The American Civil Liberties Union is planning to sue the state of Ohio over the newly passed ban on gender-affirming care for minors. Both the Ohio House and Senate voted to override Republican Governor Mike DeWine's veto of House Bill 68, which outlaws hormone therapies and other forms of care for transgender youth. Amazon is pumping the brakes on its iRobot purchase. More from Matt Mattinson.
On Monday, both companies revealed that they mutually agreed to call off the deal, citing no path to regulatory approval in the European Union. As a result, Amazon will have to fork over $94 million to the robotic vacuums maker due to a termination fee. As for iRobot, the company said around 350 employees will be laid off, and its CEO, Colin Engel, is stepping down.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Technology lets you access a personal trainer from home, like on this exercise mirror.
Less talking, more squatting.
But to keep your hybrid workforce in shape, you need more than technology.
And kick. And jump.
You need PCs powered by Intel vPro, custom configured by CDW. Hardware-based security and remote management make it easy to protect and monitor PCs from anywhere.
Wait, don't turn me off.
Intel vPro makes secure remote management possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/vPro.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed telling my doctor, but I didn't wait.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Attorney General Merrick Garland is scheduled for back surgery Saturday and will temporarily give power to Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco. The announcement Monday from the Justice Department is in line with new rules about cabinet secretaries after Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin failed to notify the White House for days last month when he underwent surgery and was hospitalized. Garland's procedure is to relieve compression between 2 vertebrae, and he's expected to return home the same day.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The man who stole Dorothy's ruby slippers from a northern Minnesota museum won't spend any time behind bars. 76-year-old Terry John Martin pleaded guilty back in October, admitting that he used a sledgehammer to steal the shoes worn by actress Judy Garland in The Wizard of Oz. Martin said he got rid of the slippers after realizing they weren't made of real rubies. He suffers from chronic COPD and is currently in hospice care. Martin was sentenced to time served on Monday and ordered to pay restitution to the museum. Michigan State Police say 3 women belonging to a national organized crime crew have hit Walgreens stores in the state at least 25 times. Walgreens says they suffered $99,000 in lost merchandise. The women are believed to be Romanian nationals that are part of a 300-member crime ring. Today, we take you to France to celebrate a pastry shaped like the moon. Bree Tennis with details on today's National Day.
It's National Croissant Day, a dough layered with butter, then folded 3 times to create a flaky pastry. That folding is the key. It magically makes 81 layers required for a proper croissant. They're French, but with deep roots in Austria, first created in France in 1915. So celebrate today. Hit up a bakery and enjoy a croissant. Repeat if necessary.
Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Love is in the air, and at B&L Jewelers, we're turning up the romance with the perfect touch of elegance. This Valentine's Day, make your love story truly sparkle with a visit to B&L Jewelers, your destination for timeless treasures. Celebrate the season of love with B&L Jewelers, where every piece is crafted to perfection. And here's the cherry on top. Enjoy a heartwarming 20% off store-wide. Yes, you heard it right, 20% off to make this Valentine's Day unforgettable. Whether you're searching for a classic solitaire, a dazzling necklace, or a pair of earrings, B&L Jewelers has the selection that will sweep you off your feet. But wait, there's more. Our expert team is here to assist you in finding the perfect expression of your love. And for a limited time, enjoy complimentary gift wrapping to add that extra touch of magic. This Valentine's Day, B&L Jewelers is not just a store. It's a destination for love, beauty, and unmatched savings. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer of 20% off store-wide. Visit B&L Jewelers today and let your love story shine bright. B&L Jewelers, where every moment becomes a cherished memory. Happy Valentine's Day from B&L Jewelers, where love and luxury meet. Danville Manor Shopping Center.
Well, good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It is the 30th day of January. That's 013024 on your calendar. A day where we get a chance of rain showers, mostly cloudy. A high today of 45 and 50-50 shot of rain. Forecast coming your way. So is Boyle County State Rep Daniel Elliott right after this. News brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business. Stuart Powell, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a Paraval man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Paraval. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there. And there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Paraval native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall, or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Matthews was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This morning's local news was a service of Stuart Powell Ford, Lincoln, Mazda on the bypass in Danville and online at stuartpowell.com.
Talk Kentucky Sports, weekday mornings at 10 with Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports Radio, right here on AM 1230 WHIR.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by our friends over at Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, your local independent insurance agency, proudly representing the auto owners insurance company. Call Mark or Chris. We'd love to give you a free quote. Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance, 236-6686. All right, you get 50-50 chance of rain showers and a high today of 45, a low of 33. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and 42. And on Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. Right now, it's 7:11 in the morning. Daniel Elliott joins us this morning, our Boyle County State Rep. Good morning, Daniel. How are you?
Hey, Joe. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, appreciate you joining us this morning, Daniel. And we always touch base with our state rep every Monday through Friday during the legislative session period at 7:10 as he updates us on what's happening there in Frankfort. So, Daniel, let's kind of give you the open floor. Tell us what happened there yesterday at the state capitol.
Yeah, nothing too exciting, Joe. 3 bills passed. One related to anticoagulation management, medication at home through Medicaid.
Okay.
Which is obviously not too exciting.
Riveting stuff, yeah.
But important.
Yes.
Important for those people who are on those medications. A bill to allow inspection of adoption records for those who are the either a close relative of a deceased adoptee was the other bill that passed, and then the other one was a bill related to family medical leave insurance being provided, allowing insurance companies to provide that type of insurance if an employee wants to buy it, just expanding that. So I think there may have been 1 or 2 no votes, but pretty bipartisan stuff yesterday.
Daniel, those people who are waiting for the state capitol drama have been disappointed this year because you all have just basically agreed on everything except for House Bill 5, and even that was pretty strongly in favor of. So there hasn't been a whole lot of drama this year so far.
Yeah, I think there will be some drama this week related to the southern border. We have had some legislators who are upset with the governor for not supporting the Texas governor in his attempt to guard the border. 25 or 26 Republican governors have sent National Guard, as I understand it, to Texas, and Ohio has. Governor WHIR has not done that, has not made any effort to support Texas
that was
in its defense of the border. So
yeah.
I think you may see a division in terms of when that resolution comes up. That was filed, I think, yesterday. Yesterday or Friday on the House side. I think the Senate filed one as well to call on the governor to engage our National Guard to support what Texas is trying to do.
So, is that, you said, a resolution? Is that something you all would vote on, or how would that work?
We would vote on it, but as you know, the governor is in charge of our National Guard.
Okay.
And so a resolution
still falls on him.
That doesn't really have the force of law. So it would just be that's my understanding, at least.
Okay.
At least, but that's something I'm sure you'll begin to hear about this week as that moves through probably both the House and the Senate.
Yeah, with Bullitt County State Rep Daniel Elliott. Daniel, I don't know if you saw this or not, but the first of 20 people to face trial for their Senate Bill 150 protest at the state capitol last year was found guilty. Now, if you remember back last year, Senate Bill 150 was the one that the opponents would say the anti-trans bill. Those in favor would say it's a way to protect kids from certain topics in school. So depending on what side of the fence you fall on is probably how you refer to it as. But essentially, there were people there that were protesting this bill. Daniel, I mean, you were there. You saw this in person, I assume. And they were asked to leave, and that if they left peacefully, that they would not be arrested. But 20 of them or so decided they were not going to leave peacefully, so they were arrested and detained and taken out of the Capitol that way. 26-year-old Lyndon Diggins was charged with third-degree criminal trespassing. What's the punishment on that? A $1 fine. And also ordered to pay $155 in court costs. So $156 total. So maybe more of just setting an example than it is to actually hand down a pretty big punishment. But a $1 fine for this person.
I didn't see that, Joe, but I did see people being arrested. And that happened, as I recall, in the House and the Senate galleries.
Yeah.
Because they were, disrupting the proceedings. And as you say, they were, given several opportunities to vacate the gallery once the state police went up and said, well, you can leave or be charged. And so they, chose to be charged. And some of them they had to pack them out, unfortunately, because they just sort of, they let their bodies go limp so that they had to be carried out, which is kind of rough, because the stairs and so forth. But, that was an unfortunate situation. As you know, when we were talking last year about that, the meaning and the purpose behind all that, I think, unfortunately, was lost during the debate of it. Now since that time, Ohio, I know, recently acted to do the same thing. So it hasn't become all that unusual that a state would, take action in that area. But I hadn't seen that, so you're following the news better than I am.
There you go. $1 fine, though, Daniel. They didn't hit him very hard, did they?
No. And I mean, in some ways, I think that's good because we do want people to come and express their views, but you have to do it in a way that's respectful, and sometimes that's hard for some people.
Yeah. Bullitt County State Rep Daniel Elliott joins us this morning on the show. Daniel, we appreciate you being on this morning, and look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. What time do you all gavel in this morning or this afternoon?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
We were up there at 4 yesterday, which makes for a long evening. Didn't make it back to watch my Yellowstone CBS marathon.
So you're trying to watch it on CBS because it's on like a streaming service, right? But you weren't paying for that. You're catching on CBS.
I watched the first 3 seasons of Yellowstone, and then I stopped watching it. And then, of course, CBS has started showing it again during the NFL season.
Yes,
so I started watching all the shows I'd already seen, but now the newer, like the last 2 seasons, I haven't seen any of those shows. So
I can imagine, Daniel, you standing up during session, and of course they use all this real formal language that goes way over my head during. So, like the House Speaker says, the House floor recognizes the gentleman from Boyle County, or whatever they say. And you stand up and you say, "Hey guys, I just want to let y'all know I got to make it back for Yellowstone. Can we wrap these proceedings up? This show starts in about 45 minutes. If I leave now, I can make it. Can we put a bow on this thing now?"
I think everybody would get a good laugh out of that because they probably couldn't see me rushing home to watch that. But, yeah.
Bullitt County State Rep Daniel Elliott. Daniel, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. Okay.
Take care, Joe.
No, bye-bye. Bye. Daniel Elliott, our state rep here in Boyle County. Casey County state rep as well. 7:21 in the morning. It's 31 degrees. We're talking Danville boys basketball with Tristan Ford. Coming up next, sports brought to you by Stuart Powell Ford.
This Steve Bertram Sports Report is a service of Stuart Powell Ford Lincoln Mazda on the Danville Bypass and online at stuartpowell.com.
Hi, this is Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda here in Danville, where we make it easy to do business with us. I want to let you know that we are now offering free pickup and delivery in our quick lane within 20 miles of Danville. Give us a call at 859-238-1190. We will schedule your vehicle for pickup, perform the service requested, and return it to you.
Come to Stuart Powell, we can do business. Ford Lincoln Mazda.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky has fallen to 10th this week in the AP Men's College Basketball Top 25. Last week, UK lost at South Carolina and struggled to get a win at Arkansas. The top three this week are UConn, Purdue, and North Carolina. 4 SEC schools are ranked. Tennessee is 5th, UK 10th. Auburn fell 8 spots to 16th, and Alabama is 24th. In the women's top 25, Louisville moved up to 16th. South Carolina stays number 1. Number 10, Kentucky's back in Rupp Arena tonight when they face Florida for the second time this season. Cats won 87-85 in their first meeting in Gainesville. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Kentucky versus Florida on Z105. Boyle County football is looking for a new assistant coach for defense. Apparently, Travis Burns will be the next head coach at Pulaski County. Burns will replace John Hines, who took the job at North Laurel. BluegrassPreps.com is reporting that Travis Burns will be introduced to the Pulaski County football community this afternoon as the Maroons' new head coach. Hometown Radio brings you 3 high school basketball girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Danville Christian Academy hosts Lincoln County with the first game at 6 on WHIR-FM 103.9. Mercer County travels to East Jessamine with the first game at 6 on WHBN-FM 99.5. Garrett County's at Danville with the girls playing at 6, followed by boys action around 7:40 on Z105. All these games will stream at hometownlive.net. UK football has hired Eric Wolford as an assistant coach with the offensive line. Wolford spent the last 2 years in that position at Alabama. He spent a year as Kentucky's O-line coach, where he helped recruit defensive lineman Deion Walker and receiver Barrion Brown. College basketball last night, number 4 Houston topped Texas 76-72 in overtime. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals online store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
You have a loved one needing to find help, hope, and healing today. The first step to a happier, healthier life is to call the Isaiah House Real Hope for Addiction. Isaiah House provides care for men and women, locations throughout Kentucky, resetting one's life through healing, opportunity, education, and employment support for lifelong success. When you feel once to the point of rock bottom and needs help, hope, and healing, call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, Jack. It's brought to you by Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance. They are your local independent insurance agency. They proudly represent the Auto Owners Insurance Company. Ask if auto owners make sense for you. You can do that by calling Mark or Chris 236-6686. It is a super busy day for high school basketball. We're going to be all over the place today, and luckily, we get some rain showers, but again, basketball's an inside sport. Don't have to worry about that. 45 is the high, 33 is the low tomorrow. Mostly cloudy and 42. Thursday, sunny and 53. 7:25 in the morning. One of the games we'll be at tonight is the girl-boy doubleheader at Danville as the Garrett County Lady Lions and Golden Lions take on the Danville Lady Admirals and Admirals. And we're joined by Danville boys basketball coach Tristan Ford. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, Coach. Appreciate you being on here this morning. Got another district game. You're ramping up for it tonight, going against Garrett County. And you played back-to-back district games, actually going back to the Boyle County game on January 20th. You played Lincoln County on Saturday. Now you got Garrett County today. Coach, what do you want to see out of your Admirals today going against the Golden Lions?
We're just trying to protect our home court. I think the last two district games against Boyle and Lincoln, we've reviewed the film. We've talked a lot. I think we've learned a little bit from those games, and hopefully just to keep growing from that.
I'm looking, Coach, at your roster. You got a lot of kids on the team, don't you? A lot of guys on the team. I mean, like from I guess I could count them up right now, but that wouldn't be real good radio. It looks like you had like 16 or 17 different guys that have played minutes for you.
Yeah. Ever since the beginning of the season, it's kind of been like that. Just with some guys leaving the team, and then some guys coming onto the team, and some guys moving up from the JV. Due to people leaving the team and due to some injuries. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy in that regard, but it's been a good thing because some of the younger guys have stepped up.
Yeah, 19 is what I counted. 19 different players have logged minutes for you. And you got guys, like you said, that are moving up from JV to varsity. Do you see some of those younger guys, Coach, and the skills that they have? Again, they're young, they're inexperienced, but having an impact over the next couple of years for your Admiral basketball team.
Yes, for sure. I think that's one of the things that keep me happy on a day-to-day basis, is just seeing my young guys and knowing that I have a gym full of 20-plus kids when you have my freshmen in there on a daily at practice, and just knowing there's only one kid in here that's a senior.
Yeah.
So it gives me a lot to grow on and build on.
Man, that's a massive roster size. I mean, you got 20 guys that are wanting to come out and play basketball for you, Coach. Like you said, that's got to put a smile on your face.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely puts a smile on my face and definitely excites me to see where this program can grow to over the next few years.
Yeah, you've got a handful of games left. It's crazy to think about. I mean, today's January 30th, right? So Thursday is the first day of February, and from that point, you'll have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so, and the season's over. What do you want to see out of your Admirals over the course of these last 3 weeks of the regular season, continuing to improve as you make your way towards the district tournament? What are you wanting to see out of them?
Pretty much the same thing that I've been kind of preaching the entire season, is just being resilient and fighting to the end, whether it's to the end of practice that you don't want to get through, whether it's to the end of the half, whether it's to the end of a full game. And now, in regard of this conversation, to the end of the season, just continue to fight on day by day, practice by practice, game by game, and see where we go.
Coach, I was playing one-on-one with my son yesterday out in the driveway. And we were playing playing like 10 by ones and twos, and I beat him back-to-back games, right? Because he's 6 and I'm 34, so it's a little bit of a mismatch. So we were playing a final game. Every time he lost, he'd say, "No, we're playing again." So he's got that competitive drive, and so the final game it was like 10-10 or something like that, and I took the ball back and I just hit a fadeaway 3, which counts for 2. You got to win by 2, and we won. And he was just so upset. He was distraught because he lost 3 straight games. And I told him, I said, Jack, first of all, sometimes you got to lose. It's important to lose because it makes winning so much sweeter, right? You hate the feeling of losing, and you recognize how important it is and how fun it is to win when you lose. But secondly, I said, just because you lost doesn't mean you played bad. And just because you win doesn't mean you necessarily individually played good, right? Like there can be games where your teammates play better and you win, or you play great and you lose. And so it's basically trying to gel all of those things together, where your team is at the same time playing the best basketball they can at the end of the year and getting the results that you want to see at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because I mean, we talked a couple weeks ago about how we've had a few overtime games and a few close games, and in some of those games, I feel like we played the best we played all season. We just didn't end up winning. We lost maybe in OT or lost by 6 or 8, and then some of the games that we have pulled out and ended up winning, like the Clinton County game, we didn't play great at all that game, but we won. So I definitely understand that.
Yeah, 3 overtime games already this year, and like you said, some other ones. You played Garrett County earlier this month, beat them by 6, 67-61, and got them again tonight. Coach, what's the keys to an Admiral victory tonight over Garrett County to get yourself another district win?
Like I said, just coming out and playing with a lot of energy and effort, trying to protect our home floor. We've lost a few on our home floor, and that's one of the main things at the beginning of the season that we said we didn't want to do. If we can protect our home floor, we put ourselves in a good spot. But they're well coached. They play very, very hard. I think they lost their point guard, so they may struggle with handling the ball and stuff from now on. But like I said, we want to respect our opponents and respect the game, so we don't look at the injuries that much. We're going to come out and play.
Yeah, I'm a big baseball fan, and they basically, the mindset you have is kind of the mindset with baseball where if you win your home games, there's so many home games, I mean, so many games in general in baseball, but if you win your home games and then come out and just win a few of the away games, you got yourself a pretty good record, right? So you protect your home floor, you protect your home field, you win those, you come out, you're going to maybe drop a few away games, but you win a handful of those too, you're looking at a 20-win season, and so I like the mindset that you have there.
Yeah, definitely. I think I developed that kind of in college because really, I mean, that's how it was. If you protect your home floor, you got a chance to get a good season, conference championship, or conference tournament, I meant. So.
Danville boys basketball coach Tristan Ford. Girl-boy doubleheader tonight. Garrett and Danville will have the tip-off 6 o'clock for the girls' game. The boys' game follows. It'll be in our sister station, Z105, and Steve Bertram will have the play-by-play call. Coach, appreciate you being on. Good luck tonight. Go Ads, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday, okay?
Thanks for having me.
All right, Coach. Bye. That's Danville boys coach Tristan Ford. It's 7:33 in the morning. We got a quick commercial break coming up, and then we talk County Agent Corner with Jay Hetmansberger. Yeah, Tyler was last week. Jay Hetmansberger from the Garrett County Extension Office. You got Danville and Garrett talk all over the place. We go from the Danville coach to the Garrett Extension Office. It's coming up right after this, 7:33 in the morning, and you're listening to The Joe Show on 103.9 FM, WHIR Danville, News Talk Sports. And check out the live Facebook video stream. Look up Hometown Live Radio on Facebook.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Hi, this is Karen, and at ADA Heating and Air, we offer free estimates on replacements. We install American Standard heating and air conditioning equipment. Our employees do not work on commission, so you don't pay for unnecessary repairs. We offer the best pricing around. On average, we can save you 15%. We offer same or next day service. Financing is available on our website at adaheatingandair.com. Call ADA today for all your HVAC needs at 859-519-6382. ADA is on the way.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Chloe's Petals for Hope sponsors a survivor of suicide support group for adults the first Thursday of every month at the Boyle County Library Community Room from 6 to 7 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and look at our website, Chloe's Petals for Hope, for more information.
'Cause it's just around the corner, we'll find hope together. Chloe's Petals for Hope.
For help, call the crisis hotline 988.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a Perryville man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Perryville. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there. And there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Perryville native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall. Or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Mathis was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews's bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Wow, Tricky's Car Wash is ready to make your vehicle look its very best. Tricky's Car Wash behind Smart Lube off South 4th Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, and on Saturdays by appointment. Pickup and delivery service is available. 583-0560. Wash only $15. Wash and interior $25. Wash plus wax plus interior $50. And full detail, talk with Tricky. Tricky's Car Wash, 430 Bay Street, 583-0560. Right behind Smart Lube off South 4th. Tricky's Car Wash.
Do you know why a baseball player wants to make it to second base over just first base? Do you know why someone would order a double shot of espresso? Because a double is always better than a single, and the same goes for the Big Mac. Oh, glorious Big Mac. The only way to make you better was to double you. 4 100% beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Oh, you sandwich of deliciousness, you double Big Mac. Get it today at McDonald's of Danville and Harrodsburg.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahee. Call ahead for an appointment, 236-2299. Danville Auto Body Shop. What do we got here? Well, we got cloudy skies. I got a high of 45. A low tonight of 33. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy and 42. Thursday, sunshine 53 at 7:39 in the morning, 31 degrees, wind chill is 22. And usually the caller ID pops up who was calling in. This time it did not. So I am making the assumption this is Jay Hetmansberger, and we're going to find out right now. Good morning, you're on the Joe Show.
Well, you know what happens sometimes when you assume things. So.
Sometimes, but this time it didn't. Way to go. Yes. It could have been anybody when I potted this up, Jay, but thankfully it is you.
Yeah.
The
I've
county
had my
agent's
second
corner.
cup of coffee. I'm ready to go.
Ready to rock. All right, I'm on my first. So we're ready for the county agent's corner. Coffee in tow. It's brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's needs. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
Here's Jay Hetmansberger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the County Agent's Corner. This program is brought to you each weekday at this time as a service of the Boyle, Garrett, Lincoln, and Mercer County UK Agriculture Extension Agents. And I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. This morning's topic is grass tetany in beef cattle. Grass tetany is a disorder caused by an abnormally low amount of magnesium in the animal's blood. Beef cattle producers in Kentucky have generally been successful in reducing the incidence of tetany. However, the potential still exists for this disorder to be a problem in most herds. Grass tetany occurs most often in cows grazing lush spring forages, especially small grains and cool season perennials such as fescue. It is most common in spring calving cows, especially if they are high producers in their 3rd to 5th lactation. Several factors contribute to the increased incidence of tetany at this time. The magnesium requirement of cows doubles from late gestation to early lactation. When this rapid change in magnesium needed by the cow is coupled with lower magnesium in the plant, along with certain components which lower the availability of magnesium, such as high application of nitrogen and potassium fertilizers, tetany may develop. Weather may also have an effect. The greatest threat is when temperatures are between 40 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures in excess of 60 degrees for a week markedly decrease the incidence of tetany. And as a producer, you should be concerned with preventing tetany. About 2 ounces of magnesium oxide is recommended to meet the magnesium needs of lactating beef cows. Since legumes are higher in magnesium than grasses, feeding cows legume hay during the early spring may supply some magnesium. And cows grazing spring grass pasture should have magnesium in the mineral mixture. And in high-risk situations, it may be supplied in a supplement. There are many commercial mixtures are available in various forms to prevent tetany. And that's today's County Agent's Corner, and it's been my pleasure to be your host. I am Jay Hetmansberger, UK Agriculture Agent in Garrett County. Hope you have a nice day and a profitable year down on the farm.
Hey there, Jay Hetmansberger, County Agent's Corner, brought to you by Bluegrass South Livestock Market. All right, Jay, before you go, I've got some random facts that you may not know, but I want you to know, so I'm going to let you know. Jay, are you ready?
After 2 cups of coffee, I'm ready.
All righty, here we go, Jay. Fact number 1. Astronomers say the Milky Way smells like rum and tastes like raspberries. How do you taste the Milky Way? We're not even.
How do you know that? I guess how would you know that?
You ride in your spaceship with the windows down and your mouth open like a dog. That's
stick your head out the window.
That's how you taste the Milky Way. Number 2, the Coen brothers based the movie "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" on the Odyssey, but neither of them had ever read it. They just kind of knew the basic plot and the highlights from all the references in pop culture, and that's how they got their movie for "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou."
Oh, that's a great movie.
Yeah, really good one. Number 3, Jay, the famous pediatrician and author, Dr. Benjamin Spock. So we know Dr. Spock from Star Wars, but he was a real person, too. He won a gold medal in rowing at the 1924 Olympics. Dr. Spock.
That's a little-known fact, right?
Yeah. Number 4, the point in North America that is the furthest from any ocean is in southwestern South Dakota. It's 1,024 miles from the nearest coastline.
I think I've heard that one before.
Yeah. And then number 5, Jay, Bruce Springsteen. You heard of him?
I have.
He actually never had a number 1 hit in his career. The closest was Dancing in the Dark. That came in at number 2 in 1984. However, he did have a number 1 that he wrote. It was a song that came out in 1977 that Bruce Springsteen wrote. It was this song. You know this one?
I do.
Yes. Manfred Mann, Blinded by the Light, was written by Bruce Springsteen. Went number 1 in 1977. And there you go, Jay. A little random fact for you.
I didn't know who wrote it, but yeah.
Now you can impress your co-workers at the Garrett Extension Office with that one, okay?
Oh, I will, yeah.
Good stuff. Jay, appreciate you being on. We'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
All right, we'll do.
Bye.
Bye.
Jay Hetmansberger in the Garrett County Extension Office.
Madman drums,
The Department for Aging and Independent Living within the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services wants to promote the Aging Disability Resource Center, a statewide toll-free phone line that provides older adults, individuals with physical disabilities, caregivers, and professionals with information to promote independent living. Call to learn about home-delivered meals, in-home services, respite care, caregiver support, and Medicaid waiver programs to help those age 60 and over. Call 877-925-0037. Kentucky, forward together. Paid for by the Department for Aging and Independent Living, the KBA, and the station.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky has fallen to 10th this week in the AP Men's College Basketball Top 25. Last week, UK lost at South Carolina and struggled to get a win at Arkansas. The top three this week are UConn, Purdue, and North Carolina. 4 SEC schools are ranked. Tennessee is 5th, UK 10th. Auburn fell 8 spots to 16th, and Alabama's 24th. In the women's top 25, Louisville moved up to 16th. South Carolina stays number 1. Number 10, Kentucky's back in Rupp Arena tonight when they face Florida for the second time this season. Cats won 87-85 in their first meeting in Gainesville. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Kentucky versus Florida on Z105. Boyle County football is looking for a new assistant coach for defense. Apparently, Travis Burns will be the next head coach at Pulaski County. Burns will replace John Hines, who took the job at North Laurel. BluegrassPreps.com is reporting that Travis Burns will be introduced to the Pulaski County football community this afternoon as the Maroons' new head coach. Hometown Radio brings you 3 high school basketball girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Danville Christian Academy hosts Lincoln County with the first game at 6 on WHIR-FM 103.9. Mercer County travels to East Jessamine with the first game at 6 on WHBN-FM 99.5. Garrett County's at Danville with the girls playing at 6, followed by boys action around 7:40 on Z105. All these games will stream at hometownlive.net. UK football has hired Eric Wolford as an assistant coach with the offensive line. Wolford spent the last 2 years in that position at Alabama. He spent a year as Kentucky's O-line coach, where he helped recruit defensive lineman Deion Walker and receiver Barrion Brown. College basketball last night, number 4 Houston topped Texas 76-72 in overtime. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals Online Store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month. 1964 due assigned. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month. 2801 due assigned. 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year. Plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024.
The New Antioch Christian Church, located on Buckeye Road in Lancaster, is seeking a youth minister part-time on weekends. Pay is $250 per weekend. For more information, call Pastor Van McCord at 859-792-3085.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Hey there, Jackie boy. It's brought to you by our friends over at ADA. Heated and Air. Trust ADA to be there when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. They provide 24-hour emergency service. It's ADA Heating and Air. Rain showers, a high today 45, a low tonight 33. Tomorrow mostly cloudy and 42. Thursday 53, Friday 55, Saturday 58. Right now it's 7:50 in the morning. It's 31 degrees, and the wind chill feels like 22 right here in Danville. It's 238-WHIR, phone number to call in this morning. Hey, today is National Croissant Day, and I was going to save this for the Grub Gab segment, our food news, and I may still do it in our food news segment, which will be in about an hour. But I also don't want you all to miss out on this opportunity because, like I told you, too late, or you're already past your breakfast point or whatever. So I'll let you know now. Today, National Croissant Day. There's a couple of good deals going on at some restaurants. One in particular. Now, croissant is a French word named after their crescent shape, but they supposedly originated in Austria as early as the 13th century. Now that you know those boring facts, let's tell you about some good food deals. There's one national chain that's running a deal today, and it is a pretty good one. Burger King is selling their croissant breakfast sandwiches for a penny today. These things are really good. Now, they've got 7 different types of what they call croissant-wiches. But, of course, there is a catch. Well, there's multiple catches. You can't just pull up to the drive-thru with 2 rolls of pennies and order 100 of them. All right? You have to be a member of the Royal Perks loyalty program. You have to order through their website or app. You have to spend at least $1, and it only runs their normal breakfast cutoff time, which ends at 10:30 in the morning at most of their locations. But still, if you do have the app and you're a member, a Royal Perks member, I know I am. I love Burger King. But if you were, you got to spend $1, so get a coffee. Buy like a small coffee, and then you get one of these croissant sandwich breakfast sandwiches for for a penny. So you spend $1.01 or whatever it'll be after tax, $1.06, and you get a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. National Croissant Day, and out of all the restaurant chains, Burger King has the best deal that we can tell. You get a croissant breakfast sandwich for 1 cent. If you're a Royal Perks member, and if you spend $1, and if you order through their website or app, those 3 things are the prerequisites to be able to get that. 7:53 in the morning. Grub Gab is in an hour, so we'll talk more about that coming up. Right now, it's The World of Weird, my wife's favorite segment, as we get to hear about all the weird celebrity doings and things as she takes the kids to school. All right, ever since the Chiefs punched their ticket to the Super Bowl on Sunday, there's been talk that Taylor Swift might join Usher during the halftime show. Well, according to TMZ, and this isn't surprising, Taylor is not performing in any capacity. I don't blame her. If your significant other's playing in this massive game, just enjoy the game. Don't worry about performing. She'll be there as a fan, though, to cheer on Travis Kelce and the Chiefs. Now there's also a rumor going on that Taylor won't even make it to Vegas because she's doing the last of 4 straight shows in Tokyo the night before the game. But Tokyo is 17 hours ahead of Las Vegas. So when the concert ends, it'll be around 5 or 6 a.m. Las Vegas time. It only takes about 11 to 12 hours to fly from Tokyo to Las Vegas, especially when you fly private. So there's no issue with Taylor getting there. She'll even have all of Saturday night to rest up before the game. So there you go. Looks like Taylor Swift is going to be in Las Vegas. Good for her. I don't mind the Taylor Swift camera shots. I don't mind it. She's a fan. She's a famous fan. If showing her for 15 seconds ruins your football fanhood, and that's a you issue. That's not a Taylor Swift issue. It appears that Britney Spears just apologized to Justin Timberlake for things she wrote about him in her memoir. In an Instagram post, she said, quote, "I want to apologize for some of the things I wrote about in my book. If I offended any of the people I genuinely care about, I am deeply sorry. I also wanted to say I am in love with Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. It is so good, and how come every time I see Justin and Jimmy Fallon together, I laugh so hard? P.S. Sanctified is wow, too. That's another new track from Justin. He performed it on Saturday Night Live this past weekend, where he also teamed up with Fallon for a new Barry Gibb talk show skit. One of the biggest reveals in Britney's book was that she got pregnant when she was dating Justin, but that Justin didn't want her to keep the baby because he didn't want to be a father. And Kanye West lost it on a TMZ reporter yesterday and snatched her phone. It all started with a report claiming that Kanye had banned his wife from social media, supposedly for her own protection, quote-unquote. So yesterday, Kanye was walking down Hollywood Boulevard on his way to the Walk of Fame ceremony for singer Charlie Wilson, and the reporter asked Kanye if his wife has free will. Kanye grabbed her phone away from her and started cussing her out. He repeatedly called the question dumb with some other expletives and referred to himself as a legend and a superhero with some other expletives. Kanye West called himself a superhero while stealing a photographer's phone. Did Britney Spears apologize to Justin Timberlake? And no, Taylor Swift will not perform at the halftime show at the Super Bowl. That's what's going on in Grub Gab. Not Grub Gab. I got that on my mind because I just did Burger King. So what's going on the celebrity side of things, the showbiz segment. Hey, I'm hungry for Melton's Deli. Let's grab ourselves some lunch later on this afternoon. Going to go with the number 3. That's the Hot Mammy from Melton's, $5.99. It's your sandwich of the day today. Lean roast beef, melted cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, spicy mustard, and their famous Dijon horseradish sauce served in a toasted onion bun. $5.99 for the Hot Mammy, $6.99 for the double Hot Mammy. It's Melton's Deli in Danville, Melton's number 1, 247 East Main, Melton's number 2, $9.95, Ben Ally Drive in Danville. It's the Hot Mammy. Tell them you heard him this morning on The Joe Show, your sandwich of the day.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month, 1964 due assignment. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month, 2801 due assignment. 36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Truth is more than a concept. It is what makes us different. Truth is where we start and where we finish. It is our curriculum and our extracurricular. It makes us a community, one that leads through serving. If you are looking for academic excellence in a Christ-centered environment, opportunity is closer than you may think. It is easy for you to join our community, Danville Christian Academy, engaging the truth, empowering the future.
All right, 8 o'clock in the morning, halfway home here on The Joe Show and WHIR. We have Colleen, we have Randy, we have James the Gardener coming up in this next hour. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's news.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
It's 8 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. A verdict is expected as soon as this week in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial in New York. Kristen Marks reports.
State Attorney General Letitia James wants a Manhattan judge to order Trump to pay a $370 million fine in her case against the former president, which accuses him of falsely inflating the value of real estate in order to get more favorable loans. The judge has been expected to rule by the end of the month. This after a New York jury late last week ruled that Trump must pay writer E. Jean Carroll $83.3 million for defaming her. Trump said he would appeal Friday's verdict.
House Republicans are moving forward with the effort to impeach DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his handling of the border. Texas Congressman Pat Fallon accuses him of refusing to comply with immigration law and the breach of public trust.
I mean, there's no other explanation for it.
House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries called it a politically motivated sham. The Republican-led House Homeland Security Committee will mark up articles of impeachment today. Alex Murdaugh is not getting a new murder trial. The former South Carolina attorney was convicted last March of murdering his wife and son. His attorneys have claimed the court clerk for Colleton County tampered with the jury. Sam Brock with more.
Juror Z previously writing in an affidavit that Hill told the jury not to be fooled by the defense's case, but that she felt pressure from others on the jury to vote guilty, never mentioning Hill. Of the 11 other jurors, a second recalled Hill saying something before Murdaugh's testimony.
She made a comment about watch his body language.
But all 11 said their decision was not impacted by any communication from Hill, a point highlighted by the state in closing arguments.
The clerk, Becky Hill, denies ever inappropriately discussing the case with jurors. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn.
A massacre in a remote area of the Mojave Desert likely stemmed from a dispute about marijuana. That's according to San Bernardino County, California Sheriff Shannon Dykes, who describes the area where 6 people were murdered.
In the last year, our marijuana enforcement team served 11 search warrants in the immediate area where the murders took place. And they served approximately 40 search warrants to the west of that area that we call the Shadow Mountain area. So this is an area known for illicit marijuana.
On Sunday, 5 suspects were arrested in connection with the shooting. More Americans are feeling better about the economy, but the recent spike in inflation still hurts consumers. Rory O'Neill reports.
Confidence in the economy is moving up in the latest Gallup survey, but the overall number still remains negative. 45% of Americans rate the economy as poor, and nearly 2/3 say it's getting worse, not better. Just as many say high prices pose a moderate or severe financial hardship. President Biden's approval rating is also up 41%, according to Gallup. That's after averaging just under 40% in 2023.
Elon Musk says the first human to receive a Neuralink cybernetic brain implant is recovering. Sarah Lee Kessler reports.
The tech billionaire posted on X that the brain implant was placed in a human for the first time on Sunday. Neuralink, which was founded by Musk, eventually plans to use the implants to control electronic devices to allow people with paralysis to regain motor function. Musk also hopes the implants will help people with debilitating diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Australian actress Millie Alcock is joining the DC universe as Supergirl. The co-CEO of DC Studios announced yesterday that the 23-year-old from House of the Dragon will be taking on the role of Kara in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Last place feeling in life is no place to be. Ready for a new way of living? The Isaiah House will put you first. Long-term and short-term residential treatment, outpatient treatment, medication-assisted treatment, transitional living, and job skills training. Isaiah House has the programs to the path of help, hope, and healing. End the hurting. Take the first step toward a happier, healthier you. Call the Isaiah House anytime, 24 hours a day.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Danville Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
At Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Hi, I'm John Welsh. Lease a new 24 GMC Sierra 1500 SLE for only $309 per month for 24 months. $93.92 plus first payment and taxes due at signing, 10,000 lease miles per year. Stock $79.02. Lease loyalty required. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at boballenmotormall.com.
This is Greg Stottlemyre, voice of the EKU Colonels, reminding you to listen for your chance to win tickets to each Colonel home basketball game from Alumni Coliseum in Richmond. Here on Hometown Radio Network, the Colonels are looking for an exciting and winning season, and you can be right there and be a big part of all the action. Just listen for your chance to win a pair of tickets each week all season long. And yes, go Big E from Hometown Radio Network.
And for more ticket information, go online to EKUsports.com.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday, the 30th day of January, 013024 on your calendar, and a day where we get cloudy skies and a chance of rain showers at 50-50 this afternoon. Forecast is coming your way. News comes up here first, then we talk with the library after that. This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a Paravel man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Paravel. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there, and there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Paravel native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall. Or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Matthews was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Some love him and some hate him. but everybody listens to Sean Hannity weekdays at 3 and Saturdays at 10 on AM 1230 WHIR.
TG Kentucky is engineer openings that offers a full benefit package including new competitive pay scale, 401k, medical, dental, vision, and prescription coverage, and 2 weeks vacation time. You begin accruing on your hire date. TG is one of the largest employers in Central Kentucky. Their plastic and rubber technologies contribute to safer, more comfortable, and environmentally friendly vehicles. Apply now at work4tg.com. That's work4tg.com. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. TG Kentucky is just minutes away on Main Street in Lebanon. TG Kentucky, always working to achieve the highest quality standards.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Yeah, it's brought to you by our friends over at Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet in Harrodsburg. They are on North College Street. Discount waterproof vinyl flooring, hardwood, tile, and carpet remnants. Shop and save on all types of floor coverings. Howard Carpenter Flooring Outlet, Harrodsburg, again, 540 North College Street. 50-50 chance of rain showers, mainly after 1 o'clock. Mostly cloudy, a high today 45, a low tonight of 33. Cloudy skies tomorrow 42. On Thursday, sunshine and a high of 53. It's 8:11 in the morning. It's Tuesday, January 30th. And on Tuesday mornings at this time, we talk with the Boyle County Public Library and Director Colleen Hall. Good morning, Colleen. How are you?
Good morning, Joe. I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Appreciate you joining us this morning, Colleen, and updating us on all the great happenings at the Boyle County Public Library. Tell us what's going on.
Well, thank you for having me. Would like to first tell you that Thursday night, we will have a author signing with Maurice Manning, who's a local poet, and it'll be an author visit and signing, and that's at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, 6:30 on Thursday night, you said?
On Thursday the 1st. Yes, It was rescheduled because of the bad weather we had a week or two ago. So he's been rescheduled. So we're looking forward to that, and Plaid Elephant will be there to sell books.
Great.
And on Saturday, we have an exciting day. On Saturday, we have the opening of the Danville Boyle County African American Historical Society exhibit that will be open all of February in our gallery, the Georgia Gallery, in the Mahan building. And also on that same day at 3 p.m., we'll be starting a film festival that we're doing in partnership with them, which will be every Saturday in February at 3 p.m. They will show a movie related to the Black experience in America. And this Saturday will be Summer of Soul.
Okay.
And then, let's see what else. Okay, also on Saturday, we start our partnership with AARP and United Way Vita, and tax preparation starts. So from 10 to 2 on Saturdays, we'll have the United Way Vita people on Saturdays, and then on Tuesdays from 9:30 to 2 will be the AARP volunteers.
Okay.
Starting next Tuesday. And then tomorrow is the last day of winter reading, so if you're participating, get your things turned in tomorrow. And then, of course, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 4 p.m., we have young adult programs, and we have our regular story times and baby times going on as well.
All kinds of good stuff going on. I can't believe it's already February on Thursday.
I know it.
That's crazy. And I saw that you all are doing, and you mentioned it, the opening reception for the African-American exhibit. And there's going to be, I think, pictures and posters of African-American life in the Danville and Boyle County community, too. So those will be fun to look at and see how times have changed and things have changed over the years. And for someone who enjoys history like me, just looking at how different the town is that I live in now. From how it looked then. So that'll be fun. And then you get every Saturday, the film festival there. And those movies start, you said, at 3 o'clock?
Correct.
Awesome. Hey, I'm looking at a video you all posted from the hobby hunt.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm looking at it right now. It's a really nicely well-produced video. You can see it. on the Boyle County Public Library Facebook page. It just shows the different hobbies that people had set up there at the hobby hunt. I'm seeing one guy has, looks like a banjo that he had out, someone using a 3D printer maybe. It's all kinds of stuff going on there. That was a fun little event you all did.
Yeah, there were a lot of community partners there. It was a really fun night.
Good stuff. Colleen, appreciate you being on. People have any questions, how can they get in touch with you?
They can call us at 238-READ, or that's 238-7323, or they can visit our website, boylepublib.org, or check us out on Facebook.
There you go. Did somebody make homemade biscuits at this thing?
Yes, they did.
I just saw someone put some biscuits on a plate.
That's right. Yeah, her hobby was baking.
I love it. Awesome. Yeah. Colleen, appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Tuesday. Appreciate the great work you do.
Thank you. Appreciate you, too. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Colleen Hall with the Boyle County Public Library. I'm telling you, you never know what kind of events from week to week are going to happen at the library. Well, I guess you do know if you tune into the show. But what I'm saying is, like, the different collection of events that happen at the Boyle County Public Library each week. Let's see what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. The headlines you may not typically hear in your every morning sports report, and here we go. It's this morning's Sort of Sports Report, starting off with this story right here. Manchester City soccer star Kyle Walker has a serious public apology for getting his side piece pregnant for the second time. Walker had been dating his best friend since he was a teenager, a woman by the name of Annie Kilner. Walker went on to success, which to those on the outside looking in had all the makings of setting them up for a great life. However, in 2020, Walker and Kilner's had to take a break, and during that time, Walker started messing around with British influencer Lauren Goodman, who he got pregnant. Kilner forgave him, welcomed him back, and then it happened again when he was injured. English soccer star Kyle Walker admits to having a secret child outside of his marriage, not once, but twice.
I've had a second child, and hurting my best friend. That's something that I need to probably find within myself.
Okay. Story number 2 coming from the Olympics. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, but let's turn back the clock to 2022 and the Winter Olympics in Beijing, China. You might recall the drama surrounding Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva and a failed drug test sample. As the winner of the gold medal, Valieva's drug test sent the event into chaos, and no medals were awarded in that event, seemingly making it so everybody was punished for that one failed drug test. At long last, a decision has come down from the Court of Arbitration, and Valieva was officially disqualified. Not only that, she's been banned from the sport until 2025, but Team USA will be upgraded from silver to gold. And Japan has been bumped up to silver, and Canada now gets the bronze. It's now up to the IOC to reallocate those medals. And what's making sports sounds headlines? Andy Reid tells Tom Brady and the Let's Go Tom Brady podcast he's healthy. He's healthy. He's happy for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and that they haven't been a problem or distraction at all to his team.
Listen, she's a good girl, and I'm happy for Trav, and there has been no distraction that way at all. And Trav's handled it right, she's handled it right, and we just moved forward. So it hasn't been a problem at all.
Andy Reid actually tells Tom Brady and Tom Brady's podcast that he jokes with Travis Kelce that he knew Taylor Swift and her family before Travis did.
Yeah, listen, she's been great. I knew her before from Philadelphia. Her dad played at Delaware and was a big football fan and good guy. So I had met him there and her. And so that was the last thing Trav wanted to hear, that I knew her before him. She told him, I know your coach. And he went, oh, God.
And that's what's going on in this morning's Sort of Sports Report. More sports coming up, and then Rambleisms. And Randy Graham is right after that. Take it away, Big Daddy.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky has fallen to 10th this week in the AP Men's College Basketball Top 25. Last week, UK lost at South Carolina and struggled to get a win at Arkansas. The top 3 this week are UConn, Purdue, and North Carolina. 4 SEC schools are ranked. Tennessee is 5th, UK 10th, Auburn fell 8 spots to 16th, and Alabama's 24th. In the women's top 25, Louisville moved up to 16th. South Carolina stays number 1. Number 10, Kentucky's back in Rupp Arena tonight when they face Florida for the second time this season. Cats won 87-85 in their first meeting in Gainesville. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Kentucky versus Florida on Z105. Boyle County football is looking for a new assistant coach for defense. Apparently, Travis Burns will be the next head coach at Pulaski County. Burns will replace John Hines, who took the job at North Laurel. BluegrassPreps.com is reporting that Travis Burns will be introduced to the Pulaski County football community this afternoon as the Maroons' new head coach. Hometown Radio brings you 3 high school basketball girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Danville Christian Academy hosts Lincoln County with the first game at 6 on WHIR-FM 103.9. Mercer County travels to East Jessamine with the first game at 6 on WHBN-FM 99.5. Garrett County's at Danville with the girls playing at 6, followed by boys action around 7:40 on Z105. All these games will stream at hometownlive.net. UK football has hired Eric Wolford as an assistant coach with the offensive line. Wolford spent the last 2 years in that position at Alabama. He spent a year as Kentucky's O-line coach, where he helped recruit defensive lineman Deion Walker and receiver Barrion Brown. College basketball last night, number 4 Houston topped Texas 76-72 in overtime. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
The Hometown Radio Network sports broadcast schedule brought to you by Monticello Bank. How about basketball, and more basketball? We have 6 games tonight across the Hometown Radio Network stations, 3 girl-boy doubleheaders. The first one, DCA hosts Lincoln County. Girls game tips off at 6. The boys game follows. That's on WHIR. Danville hosts Garrett County. Same schedule, 6 for the girls game. The boys game follows on Z105. And Mercer County is at East Jessamine. Girls game at 6. Boys game follows on 99.5 FM. WHBN.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Thank you there, Jackie Boy. It's brought to you by the Big Deals Online Store. Go to hometownlive.net. Shop and save on gift certificates to local businesses at big-time discounts. Save up to 50% every single day. Big Deals Online Store, hometownlive.net. 45 is your high today. 33 is your low. 50% chance of rain. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 42. Thursday, 53 and sunny. It's 8:24 in the morning, 31 degrees. Wind chill feels like 22 right here in Danville. And our big deal of the hour goes out to Pioneer Pawn in Harrodsburg. Get a $20 gift certificate, yours for $12 on our Big Deals Online Store. And you can check out all the great businesses that we have on Big Deals. Randy Graham is in studio and wants to give us his thoughts. Randyisms. Take it away, Randy.
Good morning, Sir Joe in the Know, and what another great day it is to get up and get at 'em. Well, Joe, after calling it here on this segment, the milquetoast mentality of our compromised president has finally resulted in the death of 3 United States servicemen in the Middle East, injuring 33. Now, how would you like to be the parent or grandparents right now of service people serving under this compromised coward-in-chief and Secretary of Defense AWOL Austin? whose leadership reacts instead of responding to attacks at our bases by Iranian proxies. Now over 160 on the ground and numerous at sea. Oh, and I'm sure parents and grandparents feel consoled by the words of Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby, who stated, and I quote, "The president takes the provocation very, very seriously and will respond at a time of our choosing." Using too very, very seriously just to make sure we Americans and our enemies get the importance and gravity of the situation. We'll throw up. And then AWOL Austin ratchets it up with the words, "We are outraged and sorrowed and will not tolerate such action." Joe, have you ever noticed how some people's words hit the ground right after they leave their lips? That's how much respect or lack thereof the Iranians and their proxies have for this administration. They're a joke. And it's placing our children and grandchildren in harm's way because of their weak lack of response. Can you imagine what it will be like if we or Israel allow Iran to get the atomic bomb? Talking about being held hostage. By the way, did you see where the United Nations organization UNRWA, who through countries fund monies to support Gaza, that 7 United Nations employees of that group were fired because they took part in the October the 7th attacks in Israel? No doubt there are more United Nations employees under UNRWA who have taken part we just don't know about yet, who the Biden administration has funded after Trump stopped such funding. Meaning Biden's administration's decision has helped fund the October the 7th attacks on Israel that killed Americans, some still being held hostage, although funding being halted after this fact being brought to light by the Israelis. Yeah, on day one of his presidency, Biden reversed Trump-era policies which had stopped the funding, even taking the Houthis off the terrorist watch list, who are now lobbing missiles and drones at international shipping. Just like Biden opened our borders while closing the pipelines, ending our energy independence from foreign oil. But we're now acting like the big kid on the neighborhood block who's afraid to hit back after being pummeled by the little neighborhood bullies while responding with the words, "Don't." Interpreted, "Please don't hit me." Yeah, Iran has stuck a sign on our back that reads, "Kick me." Remember seeing that sad display in school, Joe, that probably every generation experiences? Of kids in high school walking down the hallway with that sign on their back, not understanding why people are kicking or hitting them. I remember seeing it, and it still hurts for those who experience such, and why I would always remove the sign and escort them to class, try and stop that ridiculousness. You see, the Biden administration has never understood the psychology of the bully, as I dare say many school systems addressing aggressive behavior in school, and why I played the special segment before the school year and at times went on vacation on my Saturday morning show titled, "So Your Child Has Met the Bully," which teaches parents, grandparents, not only how to confront, but how to defend and defeat the bullying problem. Even how to deal with the school systems who allow or who are unwilling to confront the situation head on. As shared before, countries have more in common with children confronting the bullying on the block when it comes to confronting the bullies of the world. And the Biden administration is like the big kid who won't hit back with the sign, "Kick me," as we as a country walk down the school hallway. While children watch as we're being kicked by smaller bullies in other neighborhoods like Afghanistan. And then when our friends are threatened, we talk tough, but always show up late to provide assistance, as was done in providing weapons to Ukraine. And then when our scrappy, closer friend of small stature is attacked, causing much pain, like Israel, we really start talking tough with the fierce warnings of, "Don't." But then even moving our stature and standing in our friend's front yard. But because there are no teeth to our talk, the bullies come right into the yard to test us. And when they hit, we just frown with no response, thinking our size will be enough to avoid a serious confrontation. So the bullies keep hitting. Yeah, we say, "Don't," and they keep doing. Where every once in a while, as a big guy, we push back. But since there's no pain to the push, they just choose to escalate and start hitting harder and ganging up on the big boy whose talk is cheap, to the point they now start splashing us and our friends while we're swimming in the neighborhood pool, where our only response is to splash back while not confronting the root of the problem, who is the leader of the gang sitting on the side of the pool in his lounge chair laughing, while encouraging his gang to keep on splashing and throwing punches. And finally, inevitably, one of those punches from the little guys bloodies the big boy's nose, like the 3 servicemen we lost over the weekend. And what's our reaction? To yell back, "I'm taking your actions very, very seriously," following with, "Someday I'll hit you back." while pointing at the leader of the gang still sitting in his lounge chair and saying, "Don't." And now the other neighborhood children are starting to laugh, while we discourage the little scrappy friend, Israel, who is willing to fight them, so fearful we might have to get in on the action. Yeah, little bullies like nothing better than to get in on the fun and beating up on the big boy who won't hit back. You see, the bullying country, just like the neighborhood bully on the block, only understands one thing: pain. And until they feel enough pain to stop the attacks, they will continue until there is eventually death, as we've now witnessed. One has to be proactive when dealing with bullies, and the rules of the games are set by our understanding that a bully will read any attempts of rational talk as a weakness. Why? They've yet to mature into adulthood, or their heart has been so poisoned by their upbringing and example that they think this is the way the game is supposed to be played. So it escalates while rational words only purchase a little time, just like England did in 1939. But the fact is, even the little guy doesn't have to win a neighborhood fight in order to stop the bullying. You just got to cause pain. And one sure way to make sure the bully feels pain, especially if you're the little guy, is get in the first punch. And don't stop until an adult figure pulls you off. At least that's what dear old Dad taught me and my siblings. And if the bully has already hit you previously, there's no need to warn the bully about what's coming, just like Trump did with the drone strike on Revolutionary Guard leader al-Samani, who had maimed and killed our service people. Now, you got to be careful when explaining this concept to real young children, because you never know how their young minds might be receiving the message. Like when my 8-year-old granddaughter, Georgia girl, were in her first few days of first grade and came home and told her mom this girl was hitting her on the bus, and apparently it was being carried over from her kindergarten year. And her mom told her, "Well, Georgia, if someone pushes or hits you, you have a right to push and hit back." So the next day, the first thing Georgia did when she got on the bus was walk right up to the girl who had been her tormentor and hit her. But you know, Joe, the bullying stopped because the bully felt pain, and she started crying. And the respect that was received because of Georgia's response resulted in the both girls getting along just fine. Yes, that's a lesson in the psychology of bullying that the Biden administration, just like children, don't understand. And when you look at their testosterone challenge administration, it's not surprising. But even a testosterone challenged big boy, acting with a milquetoast mentality like our current coward-in-chief and AWOL Austin, who is big enough and who get mad enough where their anger leads to action, their punches will cause pain. And hopefully that point has been reached, because pain is the only language the bully understands. Unfortunately, the lack of action has been a painful lesson for our country.
Randy Graham, the thoughts of Randy Graham. Those are Randy Graham's thoughts and Randyisms. Tuesdays and Thursdays around 8:20 right here on WHIR Danville News Talk Sports.
Lee's Famous Recipe of Danville is honored to have served this community since 1972. They're excited to announce they are offering even more $5.99 lunch specials. Choose from Lee's 2-piece breast strip, 2-piece dark chicken, chicken slider, or a barbecue chicken sandwich. All specials come with a side of your choice, along with a regular drink and an apple pie or cookie. Wednesday's Customer Appreciation Day. Come on in and ask for the Wednesday special. 3 pieces of famous crispy or strips, 2 sides of your choice, hot homestyle buttermilk biscuit, all $1 off the regular price. Don't feel like cooking tonight? Try one of their family meals. They come in options of 8, 12, 16, or 20-piece selections with your choice of sides. They specialize in catering, so if you need to cater a wedding, office party, funeral, birthday party, or any other special event, call them at 859-236-8777, 236-8777 for a free quote. Let them do all the work for you. They're located at 610 South 4th Street. Drive through or come on in. Lee's Famous Recipe, serving the best chicken in Danville for over 40 years.
If you're feeling hopeless, alone, and broken, maybe empty inside, Chloe's Petals for Hope.
Chloe's Petals for Hope sponsors a survivor of suicide support group for adults the first Thursday of every month at the Boyle County Library Community Room from 6 to 7 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and look at our website, Chloe's Petals for Hope, for more information.
'Cause it's just around the corner, we'll find hope together. Chloe's Petals for Hope.
For help, call the crisis hotline 988.
Hi, this is Caraway. And Adeline. At Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise are arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month famous cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update. Boyle County deputies arrested a Paraval man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Paraval. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there, and there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Paraval native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall. Or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Matthews was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
Hey, it's me, Gus the Gopher for Atmos Energy. Being a gopher, I like to dig. That's what us gophers were born to do, along with eating plants, taunting groundskeepers, and listening to bluegrass music. And I especially enjoy digging around the yard. Occasionally, I bump into a utility line and I get a headache. Ouch! After all, they're hard to miss since they can be buried anywhere. But if you hit one with your shovel, backhoe, or ditch digger, you could cause a gas leak, disrupt service, or worse. Makes me shake in my paws just thinking about it. You can avoid all of this by calling 811 at least 3 business days before you or someone else digs in your yard to have those underground utility-owned lines marked. Calling 811 will help protect your property, and more importantly, you. It's free, and it's the law. You dig what I'm saying? For more on safe digging, visit atmosenergy.com/811.
This is how we doing it with this Chrysler of Lawrenceburg. In 2024, they are making deals real. With their educated personal staff, they make shopping fun and buying easy.
Do you want a newer vehicle? Want a truck for under $25,000? Need your vehicle service? Needing a place that's going to treat you right? Well, Withers is the way. Check them out, Chrysler of Lawrenceburg.
This is one place I will not pass on deals with wheels for the 2024.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
Take your solid waste and recycling to one of the convenience centers operated by Boyle County with no fee for Boyle residents. In Danville on Ghost Pike, in Junction City on Alum Springs Road, in Paraval on Harrodsburg Road, in Mitchellsburg on Mitchellsburg Road, and in Forkland on Forkland Road. For days and times open, go online to BoyleKY.com.
Boyle County's our home, so let's keep it clean.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
Yeah, it's brought to you by our friends over at ADA Heating and Air. Trust ADA to breathe air when you need them the most. ADA is always on the way. Call them 859-519-6382. And that's ADA Heating and Air. You get a 50-50 chance of rain, a high of 45. A low tonight of 33. Tomorrow, cloudy and 42. Thursday, sunshine, 53. 55 Friday, 58 Saturday. Right now it's 8:40 in the morning. It's 31 degrees in Danville. What's going on with Pimmy this morning? Wedding planning with Pim.
Hi, I'm Timothy Stewart Clark, and this is Wedding Planning with Pim. You may have little to do in terms of the actual selection of your daughter's gown, but it doesn't mean she won't want your opinion. It may be your job to break a tie between 2 or 3 perfect gowns, or you may be needed to help search for a particular style and size in a store near you. Your role as mother of the bride in gown selection will be decided by the bride. The gown is usually one of the most important elements of the wedding. It's a reflection of the bride's style, her tastes, how she looks in her dreams. Nothing's more special or enjoyable between a mother and daughter than that big shopping trip to the bridal boutiques, when your little girl twirls around in front of a 3-way mirror in countless breathtaking gowns and headpieces. That's when it all becomes real. While she's standing in front of the mirror in the gown she loves, she'll be searching for the look of happiness in your eyes. If your daughter has asked to wear your gown or another family heirloom dress, enjoy the moment. But if you're hitting the stores, go for gown try-ons at the beginning of the day after a light breakfast or lunch, so the bride has enough energy to devote to the job. My love note, the best way to compare dresses in order to pick the right one, take photos of the bride in each gown she considers and make a note of the shop, the dress style, size, price, and other information.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure that you'll get your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
And Jackson Hewitt also guarantees the accuracy of your return for life. So don't just sit there. For your biggest refund guaranteed, walk into a Jackson Hewitt today and dance out Jackson Hewitt! Yeah!
At Grainger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, this is Caraway and Adeline at Mattresses and More next door to Ace Hardware in Danville. If you are looking for new furniture or bedding, come check us out. New merchandise are arriving weekly and we sell off the floor. We offer layaway and 12-month famous cash with approved credit. Come see our Nana for the best deal in town. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, girls. Aren't they so sweet? Yes, more than a mattress store. That's living room suits, dining room suits, or just a single recliner. Mattresses and More, Houstonville Road, Danville.
Our goal remains to raise a ninth banner.
Your Kentucky Wildcats are on the road to number 9. Hear every second of the action right here.
This is the University of Kentucky Basketball Network.
It's all right here on this UK Sports Network station. Your home for the Cats and the hits is WRNZ-FM Z105. Go Cats!
Be prepared for what Mother Nature brings. Keep up to date with weather forecasts here every hour on WHIR.
It's 8:43 in the morning. We got James the gardener in studio with us. And we got Grub Gab, the world of food, where, ladies and gentlemen, you can just eat it. Here we go. All right, does this sound like a good combo? Or are these two things fine on their own, just not together? A major food brand desperately wants us to start dipping our pizza in guacamole. Hormel Foods owns the brand Holy Guacamole, and they are behind this push. They did a poll, found that 74% of us reach for guacamole at a Super Bowl party, and 91% would reach for pizza. but only 17 have tried them together. They're holding a contest and launched a website called guacifypizza.com. 250 fans in San Fran and Kansas City will win free pizza and guacamole on Super Bowl Sunday. So is this just a dumb marketing thing, or does guac on pizza actually sound good to you, James? You like guacamole?
I like it.
You like pizza?
I like pizza. I've never tried the combination like you.
I haven't either.
So maybe I would.
I'd try it out.
I'd dip it once or twice.
Yeah, see what it tastes like.
Yeah.
Who knows? Hey, Dairy Queen is returning 2 of their popular desserts to their menu in time for Valentine's Day this year. The Red Velvet Cake Blizzard and the Red Velvet Cake Blizzard Cupid Cake. The Red Velvet Cake Blizzard is made with Dairy Queen soft serve. It adds red velvet cake pieces and cream cheese icing to bring a luxurious and velvety smooth experience to customers. Sounds good. The Red Velvet Cupid Cake is heart-shaped with DQ soft serve as a base with a center of red velvet cake pieces and cream cheese icing, perfectly sized for 2, according to Dairy Queen, which makes it perfect to share with your significant other. You can expect prices if you're going to order this, $4.50 to $6.50, depending on the cup size, how big your blizzard is going to be. And KFC, if you like mixing all your foods together, Kentucky Fried Chicken has the new menu item for you. They've tested this out. It went well. KFC has launched now Smashed Potato Bowls. The dish features the brand's secret recipe fries, mashed potatoes, warm cheese sauce, crispy bacon, all sprinkled with a 3-cheese blend. You can also add their chicken nuggets. It's available beginning today. Saw a commercial for this yesterday. Mm-hmm. It made me laugh. It was a little raunchy at the same time.
Right.
It was unexpectedly raunchy.
Right.
So I was watching an NBA game yesterday. I was watching the Hornets and the Knicks.
Okay.
And this commercial comes on. And it's got a girl and a guy in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And they're like, I don't know if they're at a drive-in or they're just like parked somewhere. And we know where this scene's going, right?
Right.
And the narrator says, "You want to smash." I was just like, wow, what a way to start a commercial. Said, "You want a smashed potato bowl from KFC." I was just taken back. I was appalled almost at the start of the commercial.
Right.
And then, okay, it's not where I thought this commercial was going.
Give you one scene and give you another thought.
And then they started eating a smashed potato bowl together.
Wow.
That's effective marketing, I guess. It caught my attention.
Yeah, it'd make you think about it, right?
That was an interesting commercial. All right, let's see what's going on in Gardening with James and out in the garden here.
And now, for the next few minutes, the man with the jolly green thumb and the big straw hat is going to tell us where it's at. Gardening with James, that's the name. Growing good food, that's our aim. Working in our garden every day. Well, we might not be all that pretty, but we don't mind getting all dirty and gritty. Growing our food the natural way. Yes, we're gardening with James, the natural way. Let's dig it, James.
All right, what's going on in the garden today, James?
Let's see here in the garden today, because I've talked, last week I think I talked about the soup beans, getting those started for the beans if you like them, grow them in your garden. And another idea that I seen was bird seed. Because they've got seeds all up in there and a different variety of seeds and stuff. You can do pretty much the same thing with bird seeds by just, putting them in the water, see which one floats. The ones that float, they're good to go, and you pretty much process them the same way. And they've got an abundance of different flower seeds from different plants in that pack. So you could save yourself some money by, like I say, buying some bird seeds and then separate the good ones and plant yourself some really nice flowers. There'll probably be some great surprises in there because, birds, they eat on some of everything.
There it is.
Yep.
Gardening with James, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yes, sir.
Right here in the Joe Show on WHIR. All right, James, today is National Croissant Day.
I like croissants.
Like croissants?
Yeah.
National Croissant Day today, and I mentioned this earlier in the show, And I said I may do it in our Grub Gab segment as well. And the reason I wanted to do it earlier was because I was afraid if I waited too late, people would already be past the breakfast point of their morning and they would miss out on this deal.
Right.
So I did it earlier in the morning, but I'm going to tell you again, National Croissant Day is today. There is one restaurant that has a pretty good deal today. And they're known for selling their croissant-wiches for breakfast. That is Burger King.
Okay.
So if you have, James, a penny, you can get a free, it's not a free, it's a penny. You can get a croissant sandwich for basically free today.
Oh, so if I got 10 pennies, I can get 10?
No.
Oh.
This is where I'm telling you there's a catch.
Okay.
You can't just show up with a roll of 100 pennies and get 100 croissant widgets. That's not the way this works.
Okay.
They've got 7 different croissant widget flavors.
Okay.
And so they got like sausage and egg and bacon and egg and sausage plain and bacon plain, all of that.
Okay.
You have to be a member of the Royal Perks loyalty program.
Okay.
Which I am because I love Burger King.
Okay.
How many times have you heard me say in the show, I don't order fast food basically unless I'm ordering through an app? Because if I'm going to eat somewhere, they're going to give me the rewards points so I can eat free there later.
Hey, I've never heard none.
So I'm a Burger King rewards app loyalty member.
All right.
All right. You have to order through the app or the website. You have to spend at least $1.
Okay.
And then you can get a croissant witch for a penny. So buy a small coffee for whatever the price is. I would assume around $1.
Right.
And then you've got a croissant witch and a coffee for $1.01.
Yeah.
Hard to beat that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good snack.
Now, you got to get there before 10:30 this morning because that's when the breakfast cutoff is.
Okay.
But if you're around the area and you're ordering, you got to order through the app, and you're one of the rewards perk members, go ahead and do it. Okay. Because apparently this is a nationwide thing today. Burger King on National Croissant Day has their breakfast sandwiches for a penny if you spend at least $1 on their app.
I may have to download that app.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something where you have to already be a member or if they're allowing anyone signing up today to do it too. Maybe one of those things where you have to already be a member because then they'd be like, hey, you just signed up today. We saw you signed up on the app today. You don't get this deal. You weren't with us from the beginning.
Right.
You bandwagon fan.
We just now jumping on board when you can get something for a penny.
I've always been a Burger King fan. I just forgot to sign up, please.
That's right.
All right, it's 8:52. We're going to see what's gone on this date in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. And that's coming up right after this.
Almost every small Kentucky town has a go-to restaurant. In Central Kentucky, it's the Bread of Life Cafe in Liberty. If you like a good buffet, you'll love the huge down-home cooking featuring 3 fully stocked buffet tables, or you can order off their extensive menu. You'll find something delicious for every person in the family at the Bread of Life Cafe. Visit the gift and sweet shop at the Bread of Life Cafe 5 miles south of Liberty on Highway 127. Open till 8 Monday through Thursday, 9 Friday and Saturday. Feed your tummy and your soul with a stop at the Bread of Life Cafe and Buffet 5 miles south of Liberty.
Hey, it's Joe Pags. Make plans to join us for the show. We're bringing the top news stories that are affecting you, the top stories from social media, pop culture stories, could be in sports. Maybe we'll sing a song or 2 or 3 or make fun of somebody that you want us to make fun of. That plus, of course, a big part of the program is you calling in. Look, we can agree, we can debate, we can yell at each other, we can sing a song together. We do it all right here on the Joe Pags Show, Monday through Friday, from 6 to 9 on WHIR AM 1230 and online at hometownlive.net.
Hello, Central Kentucky. I'm Steve Bertram with sports. Kentucky has fallen to 10th this week in the AP Men's College Basketball Top 25. Last week, UK lost at South Carolina and struggled to get a win at Arkansas. The top 3 this week are UConn, Purdue, and North Carolina. 4 SEC schools are ranked. Tennessee is 5th, UK 10th. Auburn fell 8 spots to 16th, and Alabama is 24th. In the women's top 25, Louisville moved up to 16th. South Carolina stays number 1. Number 10, Kentucky's back in Rupp Arena tonight when they face Florida for the second time this season. Cats won 87-85 in their first meeting in Gainesville. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock tomorrow night for Kentucky versus Florida on Z105. Boyle County football is looking for a new assistant coach for defense. Apparently, Travis Burns will be the next head coach at Pulaski County. Burns will replace John Hines, who took the job at North Laurel. BluegrassPreps.com is reporting that Travis Burns will be introduced to the Pulaski County football community this afternoon as the Maroons' new head coach. Hometown Radio brings you 3 high school basketball girl-boy doubleheaders tonight. Danville Christian Academy hosts Lincoln County with the first game at 6 on WHIR FM 103.9. Mercer County travels to East Jessamine with the first game at 6 on WHBN FM 99.5. Garrett County's at Danville with the girls playing at 6, followed by boys action around 7:40 on Z105. All these games will stream at hometownlive.net. UK football has hired Eric Wolford as an assistant coach with the offensive line. Wolford spent the last 2 years in that position at Alabama. He spent a year as Kentucky's O-line coach, where he helped recruit defensive lineman Deion Walker and receiver Barrion Brown. College basketball last night, number 4 Houston topped Texas 76-72 in overtime. That's sports. God bless America. I'm Steve Bertram on the Hometown Radio Network.
Message and data rates may apply. Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just text APPLY NOW to 88909 right now to get started. That's APPLY NOW to 88909. Auto financing the easy way. Text APPLY NOW to 88909.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's. Their burgers are all natural, certified, humanely raised, never any antibiotics. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. A great steak, truly, is just the beginning. Mostly cloudy, 45 is the high, a 50-50 shot. We'll see some sprinkles today. A low tonight of 33. 42 tomorrow, 29 the low. Thursday, 53 and 33. It's 8:56 in the morning and 31 degrees. Wind chill feels like 20 here in Danville. 238-WHIR is the phone number to call in. Real quickly, let's take a look down the timeline, see what happened on this date, January 30th. In rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history. Starting off with this man's birthday. He is 73 years old today. Uh-oh. Here comes the drums. Phil Collins, 73 years old today. A drummer and also went on his own solo career. Phil Collins. Acting roles for him as well. He was in Oliver, Buster, and Miami Vice. Had an uncredited part as an extra in the Beatles film A Hard Day's Night, where he is amongst the screaming teenagers during that television concert sequence. Phil Collins, 73 years old. It was on this day, 1969, one of the most famous concerts ever was thrown. And it was done during lunchtime on top of a roof in London. Lasting for just over 40 minutes, the Beatles performed their lunchtime rooftop gig on the top of the Apple Building in London. It was the last time they would ever perform together live. Played this one, Don't Let Me Down, played Get Back, played a bunch of others. Traffic was brought to a standstill as crowds of people gathered below and watched from buildings nearby. John Lennon ended the performance by saying, I'd like to say thank you on behalf of the group and ourselves and I hope we passed the audition.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
And it was on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B music history, 1975, this group began recording this song in studio. It's, of course, the Bee Gees, and their song Jive Talking would later become a #1 hit, their second #1 hit. A top 5 hit in the charts in UK. Barry Gibb's inspiration for the song came when his wife commented on the sound their car made while crossing a bridge in Miami. She noted, quote, "It's our drive talking." And that's where Barry Gibb said, "Hey, drive talking, what about jive talking?" And that's what's gone on this day in rock and roll, pop, and R&B. There's an hour to go on the Joe Show. It's 9 o'clock.
This is the talk of the town, AM 1230, and now on FM 103.9, WHIR Danville, powered by Kentucky WIMAX.
It's 9 o'clock.
NBC News Radio. I'm Michael Kastner. This could be the week that we see a verdict in Donald Trump's civil fraud trial in New York. State Attorney General Letitia James wants a Manhattan judge to order the former president to pay a $370 million fine in her case that argued he falsely inflated the value of real estate in order to get more favorable loans. Secretary of State Antony Blinken warns going after American troops in the Middle East, while at the same time working to prevent broader escalation in the region.
And the president's been crystal clear. We will respond decisively to any aggression. And we will hold responsible the people who attacked our troops. We'll do so at a time and a place of our choosing.
His comments come after an attack by Iranian-backed militants in Jordan left 3 American service members dead and dozens injured. The Biden administration is calling on House Republicans to get on board with the bipartisan border deal expected to come out of the Senate. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre.
The bipartisan agreement that they're coming forward with are things that House Republicans have said, and Republicans more broadly said they wanted. They have said over and over again, this is what they want to see.
This comes after House Speaker Mike Johnson late last week said the deal is likely dead on arrival because his chamber doesn't feel it goes far enough. President Biden claimed the emerging deal would be the toughest and fairest set of reforms to secure the border ever in the U.S. and includes presidential authority to shut the border down. He said he would use that authority the day he signs the bill into law. Tropicana Las Vegas will close its doors for good on April 2nd, a day shy of its 67th birthday. The famous casino resort will be demolished and replaced with the baseball stadium that the future Las Vegas Athletics will call home. Michael Kastner, NBC.
You know what red flags to look for when considering an investment opportunity. Fraudulent sellers might make unsolicited contact, tell you everyone is buying it, and pressure you to invest right now. They make hefty promises over the phone, but never put them in writing. At the Department of Financial Institutions, we have a saying. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. We're on a mission to educate Team Kentucky and protect your hard-earned dollars. Visit us online at kfi.ky.gov for more information.
Dear self, starting the new year, I resolved to do something good for my fellow man, woman, child, whoever. Basically for every Kentuckian who crosses my path. I'm going to help make the world a safer place. I'm going to take action to keep people from getting hurt. Self, let's give up distracted driving and let's always wear a seatbelt. Let's buckle up and put the phone down.
Paid with funds to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
Philips is halting the sale of sleep apnea devices in the U.S. because of potential cancer risks. The medical device maker said Monday the move is part of a deal with federal regulators. The company recalled millions of the machines in 2021 over concerns that foam in the product could cause health issues. Testimony continues today in the trial of 2 men accused of fatally shooting Run DMC's Jam Master Jay. The legendary hip-hop star, born Jason Mizell, was killed in 2002. Paul DeCastro with more.
The trial started Monday, and federal prosecutors said both defendants were close friends with Jam Master Jay, but they were driven by revenge and greed over drugs. Ronald Washington and Carl Jordan were arrested 18 years after they allegedly ambushed the former Run DMC member inside a Queens recording studio. Prosecutors said the two men were proud they took down Mizell. Washington and Jordan each face a minimum of 20 years in prison if convicted.
Students at 2 California universities are demanding their schools get rid of on-campus Starbucks stores. Daniel Martindale explains.
Students are planning this week to deliver petitions with more than 1,500 signatures each to UCLA and UC Riverside. They say the school shouldn't support Starbucks after it was accused of running a union-busting campaign against its baristas. Starbucks released a statement on Monday saying it supports its employees' right to organize, freely associate, engage in lawful union activities, and bargain collectively.
A simple blood test could soon detect dementia cases before symptoms. Lauren Livingston with the Alzheimer's Association Iowa chapter says it's best to know as early as possible.
There have been several treatments that have come out that can actually slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease, and they are specifically right now anyway for people in the early stages of the disease.
It was revealed that the wife of comedian Jay Leno has been diagnosed with it. Michael Kastner, NBC News Radio.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
How many times do American troops need to get attacked, not killed, but attacked, before we have a president that recognizes that they're declaring war on our troops and that he better do something about it? Not saying exactly what the actions would be, but I'm saying you better do something about it. When there's nearly 200 attacks that we know of against American troops by Iranian-supported terror groups in the region, being the number one state sponsor of terror, all these proxy conflicts, they're all Iranian-backed. And for Joe to take the policy positions he's taken on Iran, I'm sorry, when you don't respond, your weakness. And this is weakness.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Doctors take Field of Greens for their own health. Here's Dr. Ryan Green to explain.
We're like you, too much fast food, not enough exercise. That's why I take Field of Greens. The fruits and vegetables in Field of Greens support my heart, lungs, kidneys, and metabolism for weight loss. And Field of Greens promises your doctor will notice your improved health or your money back.
Get 15% off with promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com. That's promo code RADIO at fieldofgreens.com.
Product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent.
Have you heard about Farmers National Bank's Teller on Demand service? I gave it a try and I loved it. I simply touched the screen, talked with bank specialists live on screen, and they made it quick and easy. And the service even offers extended hours, 8 to 6 weekdays and 9 to 2 on Saturday. Located in Boyle County at the bank's Danville Square branch, next to Big Lots in the Garland Drive branch on the 127 South Danville bypass. Farmers National Bank, member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Good morning to you. It is Tuesday. It's the 30th day of January, 013024 on your calendar. And today we have sunshine. And right now, at least, seeing some sunshine, but cloudy skies expected a little bit later on. Forecast comes your way, so does Dusty News is now.
This is a Hometown Radio Network information update.
Boyle County deputies arrested a Paravel man after a drug bust. It happened on Sunday when deputies with the Sheriff's Department were doing a drug investigation in Paravel. Through their investigation, they obtained enough evidence for a search warrant on a residence there. And there they found 7 pounds of methamphetamine, 5.5 pounds of marijuana, and 2 pounds of heroin. That's an estimated street value around $90,000. Plus, they found another $1,900 in cash and a gun. Paravel native Jacob Miller was hit with 4 different charges and was lodged in jail. A Boyle County group aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities will meet as they shape their vision for a safer Danville. The upcoming open house will include discussions on the future of transportation safety in Danville. You can attend the meeting in person. It's tomorrow, January 31st at Danville City Hall. Or if you can't, you can offer your feedback online by emailing mcollins@danvilleky.gov. A Harrodsburg man has been indicted after allegedly being found with child pornography. The Harrodsburg Herald's reporting that 23-year-old John Matthews was indicted on 10 Class C felony counts. The alleged offenses occurred in October of last year, and the indictment states the minor was under the age of 12. Matthews' bail was set at $50,000, and he is to have no contact with anyone under the age of 18 without supervision, as well as no access to any internet-capable devices. The Garrett County School Board has approved its school calendar for next year. The calendar was made with input from the community and shows Garrett County opening school on Monday, August the 12th, Christmas break from Monday, December 23rd through Tuesday, January 7th, and the last day of school on Friday, May 23rd. And speaking of Garrett County schools, they've launched a new initiative and program called the New Teacher Academy. The Garrett County Central Record reports that the New Teacher Academy is designed to set the standard for incoming teachers. Those new teachers will learn a wide range of topics like aligning Kentucky standards with daily learning targets, formative and common unit assessment, and strategies in effective classroom management. Reporting for the Hometown Radio Network, I'm Joe Mathis.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
All right, then, brought to you by our friends over at Cattleman's Roadhouse. Treat yourself to a delicious meal at Cattleman's. Their steaks are aged 28 days. Hand cut, second to none in tenderness and in flavor. Cattleman's Roadhouse, Danville Bypass. Great steak truly is just the beginning. Mostly cloudy, a high of 45, a low tonight of 33. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, 42. Thursday, sunshine, 53. You get 55 Friday, 58 on Saturday. It's 9:11 in the morning, and we've got a dusty Wesley Tuesday.
Woohoo!
Hey, Robert came up with an idea for you.
All right.
It wasn't really an idea for you. It was just like a slogan, a catchphrase you can have.
Okay.
Vivid seats, right? You're still going out with vivid seats.
Yeah.
Hashtag livid at vivid.
Ooh. I like that one. So so the continuation of that story, my insurance claim, my ticket insurance claim was denied, which I thought, I didn't think there was any hope to that because there's very specific reasons for, if you have, a relative die or something like that, that you miss a concert, that you can get the ticket insurance, or if it's canceled or the stadium's flooded or something of that nature, right? Mm-hmm. And so just because you're mad at a ticket company is not one out of them.
Okay.
Or they sold you false tickets. I also did get in trouble on Instagram for commenting too much, and so I got put in Instagram jail for a while.
They thought you were a bot, probably. You were commenting so
Well,
much.
they were like, hey, you can't spam comments to gain likes and followers. And
you said, I'm not getting likes and follow. I don't want that.
Right.
What I want is my money back.
Exactly.
That's not the purpose.
Yeah, that's not the purpose of it at all. And so I couldn't comment for a while. I think I'm able to now. I haven't tested it just yet. But I think there's a few words I can't use. I think I can't tag vivid seats anymore.
Okay.
Because I think Instagram's hey, you can't harass people. And I'm like, it's not a person, it's a company, and they're terrible anyway. But so that's where that lives now, and so it's not looking good at all.
Robert listens to this segment.
Well,
he's a big fan of.
He probably listens to the whole show, Joe.
Of Dusty's Happenings.
Yeah, come on.
Well, he's monitoring lots of different radios. He's monitoring 3 different radio stations.
That's true. You got to keep up with Rick over there. He gets a little wild.
He thinks, though, that you should file a claim with your bank.
With my bank?
Yes.
Really?
It's not the bank's fault, but the bank may reimburse you and then let the bank battle Vivid Seats to get their money back.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I can test that. I can call
Why
them
not?
up.
I mean,
yeah.
it's not going to hurt. You might as well try this as like your last exhaustive option, I think.
Right, and my mom sent me the number to the attorney with the extension of
The Attorney General?
Yeah, which is should I press? And I haven't called them yet either. I did file the Better Business Bureau though. I did do that.
Okay.
Which was nothing but a website thing, which is kind of disappointing.
I wonder what Vivid Seats has on the Better Business Bureau.
I think it's a poor rating because I think that's part of that Facebook group that I'm part of. Is like they all did it.
Better Business Bureau, they have a 1.04 out of 5 stars customer review, but they do have an A+ rating from the BBB. So the rating the BBB is giving them is an A+. The rating customers are giving them 1 out of 5.
So to me, that just says that they have a nice lobby. It's what Vivid Seats has.
3,537 complaints in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
620 in the last 12 months.
Yeah, it's probably all Tyler Childers fans.
You can file a complaint on here.
I did. I've done that, and
Let's see if I can find yours. When did you file it?
It was probably. I think it was. We spoke about it, and I think I did it that day because I was still all heated up.
Okay, here's one from 4 days ago. This was not
Whoa,
yours.
that was not me.
January 26th. Purchased tickets and never received. The company claims I accepted the tickets, which I never did. Then told me it must be an issue with a firewall from email provider, which it is not. This company should be shut down. They consistently take money from people who assume they are a legit business. Refunds are not eligible for the company because their records show I accepted the tickets.
It's their discretion too. So that's what because I started reading all that, and it's like there's no specific thing. It just says to their discretion.
What a joke.
Yeah.
Not only is the Christmas gift a flop, now I may not even get a refund for an event I never attended for the tickets I never received. Wow.
Don't use them, people. I'm telling you. I hope that there's just a drastic tick-off from Kentucky. From
Actually,
Vivid Seats
is answering people's customer complaints on here.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
it just like a generic, like paste and like copy paste, put in their names?
Yeah.
Because I like to hashtag my order number so they know it's me.
Actually, it doesn't seem very generic. I mean, they said in this case, tickets for our customer's event were transferred electronically through a third-party platform to the email address associated with the order. So, like, they're answering specifically about this person's case.
Well, I might have to file.
I wonder. Let me see if I
make
can
a
find
complaint
yours.
on that one. Because there is that. So what's weird is on the Better Business Bureau website where you file all that complaint, there's a thing where you can check off where it says you would like to talk about this on the news if you're approached.
Did you say yes?
Oh, yeah, because I've already been on the news. I've already been on the Joe Show. This is old news to people in Boyle County.
This is the biggest news source you can get on anyway. I mean,
Right.
It doesn't get bigger than this.
Right. That's right. But I just let people know. And I was like, yeah, I'll shout it from the rooftops.
Good.
I'll spam it on there. And I'm pretty sure I'm in Facebook jail for the same reason because I can't spam comments on Vivid Seats. Because, like, okay, so I followed them, right? And so every time they would post, I would just copy and paste, like, the same comment over and over and just put, like, don't use this website. They're terrible. Like, here's what they did type thing. And then I think they flagged it because, I don't know, their social media person is pretty good. And so
They're on the ball.
They're on the ball.
You got to have a good social media person
if you're a terrible
when you're a terrible company.
Right.
This person says they ordered tickets to a show somewhere. It's kind of like asterisked out, bleeped out. Tickets were sent for a different show in a different city. Despite repeated contacts with their support team over the past 30 days, I've made no progress in resolving the issue.
Right.
They were sent completely different tickets to a completely different show in an entirely different place, and they still won't get a refund.
Yeah, because it's to, quote, their discretion, which
Yeah.
is whatever that means. They're like, I wish I could do that, Joe, right?
You own a company.
Yeah.
You can't do
Oh,
your
yeah,
discretion.
Just
It
to my
wouldn't-
discretion.
You'd get a 1.04 out of 5 stars on your Facebook page rating. But
Right, but my Better Business Bureau rating would still be
give you an
high,
A+.
which would be garbage. I don't know how that happens. Like, I don't who are they following? Like, what? Like, is it just like Vivid Seat bots, like going in there and just like, oh yeah, we did good. They have Yelp reviews. Maybe that's where I should get them at. Yeah.
What do we got going on in the
All
music
right,
world,
yeah,
Rusty?
okay. In the music world, there's a lot going on. Bourbon and Beyond announced their lineup, as well as what was it? Other Railbird has their lineup out as well.
Yeah.
Railbird, you can go on Sunday, but there's other Great American Brass Band Festival going on that same week as Railbird because we try not to do that, but sometimes you just have to like take your dates, and then Railbird's like, oh yeah, no, we're going to do those days too.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, that. It happens. But I think we're trying to reach two totally different things going on there. Like, but Sunday at Railbird is a lot of fun because I think Tyler is there on Sunday. So you can definitely, I'm thinking about it, but usually I'm too exhausted from the brass band to do anything.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But Bourbon and Beyond announced theirs. My only question for Bourbon and Beyond is they still have the poor people barrier. Because I'm not happy about that.
I remember seeing the two concerts that you're talking about, Bourbon and Beyond and Railbird, and I remembered one of them had the poor people barrier, but couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
It's so Bourbon and Beyond?
It's Bourbon and Beyond has the poor people barrier, which is that's what I like to call it, because if you're not VIP, then you can't get close to the stage. It's like, no, you have to pay more for that advantage, not get there early like it should be at concerts with general admission. Anyway, you get me fired up today, Joe. And then, but
good. Let the hate flow through you.
But Bourbon and Beyond's a nice, it's a nice stuff other than that barrier, but they do have like My Morning Jacket, I think is going to be there. Tyler's going to be there. Just a lot of good stuff coming to Bourbon and Beyond as well. But this week, what we have going on in music is D. Boone Pittman will be at Lemons Mill, so that is just down the road there on your sister station. If you want to go check him out. Ashley Autumn will be at Kenwick Table Evening Concerts. And then the one that we're going to preview is old Marty Stewart, the man, the legend. He's going to be at the Lyric Theater in downtown Lexington. If you've never been to the Lyric, it is a fabulous theater. It is a great place to see shows. Just a good time there. I know we did the sound and lights. Well, no, we did the sound. We're about to redo the lights if it gets approved. But the sound there is pretty good. They got QSC boxes on either side. They still have an old LS9 board, which is kind of hard to learn, but it's kind of a dinosaur now. But it still sounds all right. Mm-hmm. Usually with a group like that, Marty Stewart, they'll come in with their kind of own rig. They'll just patch into the mains, and then they'll run the show off of their own board, usually with their own sound tech. So now the only issue that you get with that is because Marty Stewart is a legend. He's been touring around forever. Mm-hmm. The person who runs sound for them has probably done it forever and probably a little deaf. And so it might be a little hot. It might be a little loud there at the Lyric. It is a nice tight space though. You're going to get a good feel in that room. If you've never been to the Lyric, by all means, you should go check it out. It's a great venue there in Lexington. It's kind of one of those mid-sized venues. It's not like as big as it's not as big as Manchester Music Hall, but it's not like the Opera House. I think might be a hair bigger just because it has the balconies seating wise. Right. But the stage is it's a very nice stage, a very good facility as well. So go check that out. Marty Stewart at the Lyric. The song is a classic one that we're going to play, and it is Burn Me Down?
Burn Me Down.
Burn Me Down.
That's me.
Ooh, coming in hot.
Yeah. Burn me on and burn me down. The wild desire and give a kiss like the devil's fire. Your kind of love could burn a town. Oh, touch me, turn me on, and burn me down. Your touch brings me to my knees. You got me begging, please, please, please. Take my heart and melt it down. Touch me, turn me on, and burn me down. You're wild love, I can't tame. Your kisses burn like flames. I go crazy when you're around. So touch me, turn me on, and burn me down.
Marty Stewart.
Yeah, it's good stuff. A classic, a legend. If you haven't seen him yet, by all means, here's your chance. He's in Lexington. It's going to be in a nice space there at the Lyric. You're going to get like a nice, just a feel-good show there. They have nice seats, everything. So by all means, check them out. Do not purchase your tickets there from Vivid Seats. Just go directly to the Lyric.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'll need Vivid Seats for the Marty Stewart performance at the Lyric.
You don't think so? You don't think he'll sell out?
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
He's a legend, man.
How big is Lyric?
I think the Lyric seats like 800 maybe.
He said 8. Never mind. He'll sell that out.
He'll sell that out.
He'll do that
the
easily.
most expensive seats in town.
Yeah. Maybe he does. I could see him selling out 800 in Lexington, drawing people from all over the place to see Marty Stewart.
Absolutely.
If you drink, don't drive, do the watermelon crawl in that Marty Stewart.
I don't think that's.
Was that Tracy Lawrence?
I don't think it's Tracy Lawrence either. I think that was like a one-hit guy.
Hillbilly Rock is the
Hillbilly
one.
Rock,
That's the one. Who did Watermelon Crawl?
Hold on, I can look that up.
All right, you do that while I take this commercial break.
All right.
Watermelon Crawl.
Tracy Bird.
Oh, it was another Tracy. That's not Tracy Lawrence, Tracy Bird.
Tracy Bird.
Right, it's 9:24 in the morning. We'll step aside, come back, and finish up the conversation with Dusty after this.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Hello, this is Robert Wagner, General Manager of Hometown Radio. We love our listeners, and we know times are tough, so we wanted to do something big, so you could save money on local businesses. After several meetings, we could see no other way, so we opened Big Deals online store, selling gift certificates to local businesses. The gift certificates are just like cash. You buy full retail value gift certificates at a big discount.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Supplies limited, so hurry over to our online store at hometownlive.net and click on the Big Deals logo. Some restrictions may apply. Spend a few minutes now and save big tomorrow. Join other Hometown Radio listeners who are already shopping and saving at Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
The Big Deals online store at hometownlive.net.
Message and data rates may apply. Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day, because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit? Doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce? It just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just text APPLY NOW to 88909 right now to get started. That's APPLY NOW to 88909. Auto financing the easy way. Text APPLY NOW to 88909.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month. 1964 due assigned. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month. 2801 due assigned. 36 month lease, 10,000 miles per year. Plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024.
Lawson's Tractor 2, your local Kubota equipment dealer, wants to help you deliver a job done right. That's why they want you to know that the new Kubota inventory is arriving daily. You have work to do. They have the reliability and durability and versatile lineup to help you do it all. Visit Lawson's Tractor 2 today for all your equipment needs. Lawson's Tractor 2, 4 miles south of Danville on Highway 127, open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Lawson's Tractor 2.
Listen to us on your smart speaker. Just ask to play our call letters. WHIR.
$9:27.5 in the morning. Dusty in studio.
Yeah. So last week, the reason I wasn't here is because I was running Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay.
You ever seen Fiddler on the Roof?
Not.
It is an excellent show. I'd never seen it until my first tech rehearsal at Lafayette. And then now I've seen it like probably over 20 times. But
that's true. Yeah, the sound guy sees it every single play.
Every single time. And it was a phenomenal show. It was 3 hours. It's a 3 hour long play.
Yikes.
The first act is an hour and a half. And then there's like a brief intermission, and then you get right back to it. However, watching it, even all those times, it never felt like 3 hours. Now, my body would disagree.
Yeah.
But like it was so entertaining. So there's for those of you who haven't seen Fiddler on the Roof, there is a movie that you can watch. It's kind of an old timey movie because it's a very old musical. And it was fabulous because they actually had a young lady. We mic'd her for the fiddle, so we put a mic on her ear to mic the violin, and she played on the roof of the set.
I wonder if she was even in the theater class. Or
No,
I
think she was in the band more.
Sarah can play the fiddle.
Yeah, her name was Abigail. Yeah,
Abigail can play the fiddle. I know that she's not in the class, but she can play the fiddle. So she has to play that part. And she's the only fiddler
and she did
in the
great.
entire class.
Yeah,
in school. I mean,
yeah.
Cool.
No, well, she did awesome. And then like just the whole cast did great. There's a dream sequence in it, right? So he has to tell his wife that they want to marry Model instead of Laser Wolf. And that's the name of the butcher, Laser Wolf. It's short for Lazarus.
Okay.
So that was kind of funny because I'm like, am I hearing that right?
Laser Wolf.
Laser Wolf. And so he has to like convince his wife that they should marry Model, the tailor, right? And so there's a whole dream sequence. And so the dream sequence happens. There's like a bed they roll out on stage. They kick on the fog, so it fogs up. All of the extras. There's the cast of 70 people. Okay.
Wow.
That's how big the show is.
That's how many kids are in the high school at Danville Christian Academy. Across all grades. There's like 72 kids.
Really?
So the entire cast was the same size as the entire high school at DCA.
Yes. It's the cast for this
That's
musical.
crazy.
And they did fabulous. So they're dancing, and then like the girl who plays the young lady who plays the first dead wife, or the grandmother, the dead grandmother, she comes out. She has this long like nightgown on, like a dress or whatever. Okay. And she's on like stilts. So she's a good like 7 or 8 feet tall.
Wow, stilt walker,
right? And she has like a giant cane that she's like coming out with, and she sings along and moves around. And then there's a dead wife that appears, which is Laser Wolf's dead wife, first dead wife. What they did was they took one of those A-frame ladders, right, that has like the cage on the top of it, like the basket.
Yes.
It's like so you can stand on it, right?
Yeah.
So you have like handles that you can grab onto. So she, the young lady who played her, knelt down in that, and then they strapped it to her. And then the ladder was mounted on an X brace that was mounted to a circle that had casters.
Wow.
And then they put a giant dress over it, like a wedding gown that was like all torn and ripped because she's supposed to be dead, right?
Yeah.
And there's 2 student techs underneath wheeling her around, so she's like towering over this bed with like these creepy long fingers.
They went all out on this thing.
Oh no, yeah, they do musicals like insane.
This is not a shabby performance.
Not at all.
That's cool.
Like I always tell them, because I have to give a little spiel every once in a while, and I'm like, listen, I feel like I'm the least talented person here because you guys are so awesome.
Good.
Like
that made him feel
yeah,
good.
they do such a great job.
And Dusty's got a nice bone in his body. He's got a nice streak when he wants to be nice.
If you're not taking my money. But no, they did an excellent job. They sold out all their shows. So we had a Thursday matinee, Friday matinee. Sorry, not on Friday evening show. Sorry, matinees are in the beginning, and then a Saturday there was 2 shows that they sold out to that as well.
There you go.
And it was just a great time. And now I can't get those songs out of my head.
You got them all stuck in your head.
I got them all stuck in my head.
Well, Jack went and saw the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Oh yeah, how was that?
We asked him. He said, We got her. Jack went to see the Nutcracker so he could see the giant rat fight the Nutcracker in a sword fight. So I'm not sure that
Hungry Caterpillar
that
had
on-stage theater is really like his thing.
Well, it depends on the show because like this show, had a bottle dance. You know what a bottle dance is?
No.
So a bottle dance is where they take it looks like a wine bottle, like an old-timey wine bottle, and they set it on their head.
Okay.
And they balance it on their head the entire time while they're doing, like, moves together.
Oh, wow.
And, like, I think there was...
They taped it to their head.
5 of them. No, they didn't, because, like, in some performances, at least one live performance, I felt bad for the young lady because her parents were there that night.
And it fell off her head.
Fell off her head
And broke?
Yeah, but no, it didn't break. So they put, like, a resin and I think contact paper. Like, you put that around, so just in case it does fall, it gives it a little sturdiness to it. And so they did break bottles in practice, though. So it is possible. They were real bottles. Yeah. And so, and okay, just imagine you set that on your head.
I'm not going to do that because this is an open cup of water.
And then you have to stand next to the people, your fellow dancers, and then, like, you have to get down on one knee, scoot your leg around, and then stand back up. Like, it was impressive.
So what Dusty is saying is the next time that one of our local schools does a play, go see it.
Absolutely, yeah.
We got some talented people.
Yeah.
We know that Boyle County has the theater program, the arts program.
Yes.
And we had some actors from The Little Mermaid come in
Okay.
last year.
Yeah, The Little Mermaid was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a good job there.
So next time we have a local school play, got to go make sure you get out and support the kids, but see them because they go all out. They do some great stuff.
Yes.
Words from Dusty.
Yeah, and like I said, I've been doing shows with Lafayette for a while now. And so we got a good working relationship, and it's also weird. It's kind of one of those weird things to see because it's like you remember them playing like a tertiary character in like their freshman year, and now they're like one of the main characters.
The star.
Yeah, and like Will, the gentleman who played Reb Tevye, he was the Beast last year, and like it's just like he was just an excellent performer, and they project so much. That's what I like about it. Like, cause some of these, like, you have to teach your kids to project because even whenever they're emoting, right? Like, whenever you have to get that soft, you have to get the feels. Sometimes they'll start to quiet down on you, and you can't do that. You still have to be able to project, and they do. And so it makes for sound technicians. So there was how much time we got? Because there's one
-5 minutes.
-5 minutes, excellent. So there was one. There's a bar scene where they're debating for the hand of the Reb Tevye's oldest daughter, right? There's a Russian in the scene that stands up and he hits this long note, like the oh, and he holds it like really long, right? It's a very awesome, it's very good. So he comes out on stage in this bar scene. So he walks up, orders a drink, comes out, and he sits down, and I notice on the board that his mic is peaking. And so I slap on the headphones and hit it, and there's a short in his microphone, right? So I text backstage to they're called an A2. I text my backstage A2 and said, hey, send out an extra and tell the Russian that his mic is busted. We need to swap it, right? And so this extra wanders out on stage, orders a drink, tells the bartender. The bartender goes over to the Russian, and then like tells him like, hey, your mic's busted. The Russian stands up, steps out off stage, and I can hear him swapping the mic out like over the headphones and like just cussing away a storm because they're all so nervous. They're trying to get it done because the music has started. It's building up to his part, and then he steps back out, steps on the table, nails it. It was awesome.
So they worked the short of the mic into the scene. They didn't tell them, and no one knew there was a short in the mic, but an extra came out acting like you ordered a drink. The
Correct.
bartender went to the Russian and said, hey, your mic's got a short in it, get off stage. Is probably what he whispered to him.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
no one else knew that.
Yeah, your mic is bad. You need to go swap it out. Like stage house left, or house right, stage left. And so the greatest thing was, so the director, Miss Kay, who's like, she's fabulous. She was like kind of right behind us. And so he comes out and hits the note, and like we're celebrating. We're like, yeah.
It's like a pit change in NASCAR.
And she was like, what happened? And we told her, she was like, I didn't even notice.
Wow.
Like, she's standing there watching, and like she knows this play, like she plans and choreographs the whole thing, and she didn't even notice that happen. And I was like, that is an excellent team.
There it is.
It was great. It was. I felt so proud of like all the little people that I get to work with. Not
all the little people.
No, the high schoolers. I mean, they're small. Well, Will's bigger than me, but you know what I'm talking about. All my crew. I was proud of my crew.
Dusty with the Kentucky Music Preview. There it is, Dusty. Appreciate you being on.
Thank you, Joe.
It's 9:37. It's Tuesdays with Stiff. And Mary Stith Hamlin is going to be in studio, and she's going to be talking to us. And it's coming up next.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Start learning a language today at Babbel.com.
Winning is about forcing a turnover. Just like the Wildcats using a full-court press, our energy efficiency programs can force a turnover on high energy costs. Don't ride the bench, be a player. Visit intercountyenergy.net to find out how we can help. Saving energy and money is a slam dunk. Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Your good friends with Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville urge you. Please support the hospitals in our area. Roll up your sleeve and donate blood. Keep in mind the average shelf life of blood is only 42 days. There must be a steady flow of donations to meet the continuing needs of accident victims, surgery patients, and members of our armed forces. Give the gift of life. Give blood. This from Bluegrass Biomedical in Danville, reminding everyone to step up now, donate today, and help safeguard our tomorrows.
Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
Generations of serving our community, immunizations, prescriptions, and so much more.
Helpful people,
Free local delivery, mobile app refills right to your door.
Visit SuttonRx.com. Sutton Pharmacy, friendly service from people you know.
In Lancaster on Maple Avenue.
This Joe Show weather report brought to you by
It's brought to you by our friends over at Danville Auto Body Shop. For top-of-the-line collision and auto body repair, head to the mechanics at Danville Auto Body Shop, 315 Dillahay, 236-2299. Mostly cloudy, 45 is your high, 33 is your low. Tomorrow, 42, Thursday, 53, Friday, 56, Saturday, 58. Right now, it's 32 degrees. Wind chill is at 24. And is a Tuesdays with Stith, and Mary Stith Hamlin's in studio. Here's Jim Parman to make it official.
The following is a paid program.
Told you. What's going on with Mary today?
Well, it's the first of the year. You know, we're about finished with the first month of the year, which is hard to believe that January is almost over. But Ann Yeager and I were talking the other day, and Lana, about prearrangements. And how if people would do it in January, it's the beginning of the year, you're trying to get everything straight and Robert and I usually kind of talk about what we've done and what we want to accomplish this year. So one thing is Robert's going to do a prearrangement. I already have one. I've had one for 40 years. I had my mother and father do prearrangements years ago. Daddy, the only thing Daddy wrote down that I didn't know is he was a big guy. He was 6'4" and weighed over 300 pounds. And he said, hire 6 strong firemen to carry me and pay them. And pay them was underlined. Mother wouldn't make a prearrangement because every time I said, Mom, would you write down what you want in your funeral? She'd say, no, because you'll just change it to whatever you want.
So, but you got
she wasn't wrong either, probably.
Do you think that your daughters may change? Are they going to change some stuff in your prearrangements?
Oh, well, I expect them to.
Okay.
And I want them to. I just write down the things that I would do for me.
Uh-huh.
But they're the ones who have to live with it. They're the ones who have to get the benefit of it. and so I want them to have their total say-so. Some people over the years have put in their prearrangements things like, absolutely do not cremate me or do not bury me. And I don't really like people leaving absolutes for their families, because if it's against what the family wants, that's really hard on them.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of people leave letters, sealed letters for their children with me that I'm to give to the children when they die. And that's kind of neat, because the kids realize mom or dad had to write that a long time ago, and they're usually dated, I guess. And but they've all been thrilled to death to get them. It's like one last hug from mom or dad.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool.
I know you've mentioned this before, but like you said it, with your prearrangements, that the people who are quote unquote left behind after the death are the ones that have to kind of live with what happens at the funeral.
They have to make decisions about what mom or dad would want, and if they've never talked about it, if they've never written anything down, then that's really hard on the family. It is really difficult, especially if they've never even talked about it. A lot of times children will come in saying, we don't even know where mom wants to be buried. Maybe there were two husbands, and which husband does she want to be next to, or does she want to be next to either one of them?
Let me ask you this: how does that work usually? For let's say it's a woman who's been married twice. First husband died while they were married. Second husband still married when she died, or has, let's say he's died too. 9
times out of 10, the wife has already talked to the current husband about it.
Okay.
Maybe didn't talk to the children, or maybe did talk to one of the children. It's never really been a big problem.
So this is it basically just whatever there's not really like a handbook that tells you what to do in that situation, just whatever the woman wants in that situation?
It's what the family wants.
Okay.
What the next of kin, which would be the children, if there's no spouse.
Yeah.
Because under next of kin, first it's your spouse, and then the children, and then the grandchildren, and then your parents, and then your brothers and sisters. It's kind of a little bit...
That's interesting how that works.
Interesting.
So the grandchildren come before the parents?
Yes. Well, depending on their age. If they're adult.
If they're adult, 18.
If they're adults,
okay.
Or 18 or over.
Okay.
If they're younger, then I think... It's been a long time since I've looked at the state law. But I know that at least years ago, that's the way it was. And I don't think they've changed it. But it is. It's so much easier on a family when they have a death, because they're hurting. And when they call us or they walk in and want to talk, and we say, "Oh, your mom has all of this written down," or "Your dad has all this written down," they are thrilled to death. Because, well, I shouldn't say to death, maybe, but they're thrilled. But because now they don't have to make the decisions for their parents. Their parents made the decisions, and it just lifts such a burden off the kids. And the kids aren't going to fight over it when mom or dad have already made this decision.
We're with Mary Stith Hamlin from Stith Funeral Home. If you have any questions about pre-planning, about anything of that nature, you can call 236-2113.
2113.
236-2113 or stithcares.com. It's 9:46 in the morning, and we got a couple of questions here on Ask a Funeral Director that we'd ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You seem thrilled by this.
You don't want to talk about prearrangement anymore? Lana Peach does all our prearrangements.
Okay.
Pretty much now. And she is fabulous. She is a funeral director, and she'll go over stuff with us sometimes, but she
so if you call
does a great job.
So if I call for a prearrangement, it's basing
it's going to be Lana
you
probably.
Talk with Lana about this,
because
put you on hold
she's
and
the
talk
freest,
okay.
And she knows the ins and outs of all the, like if you want to get an insurance policy to pay for it, if you want to put money down, whatever you want to do, Lana can tell you what's the best way to do it, that it's totally paid for even 20 years from now.
So how often, let me ask you this, you're a funeral director, You've been in this business for a long time. How often have you updated your prearrangement plans? Because you said you've had them for 40 years. So have you gone back and revisited them very often to put different songs in?
My folder is fairly thick. When Ann Yeager first came to the funeral home, which was over 20 years ago, I walked into the office one day and she was sitting in the middle of the floor crying. And I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "I'm reading your prearrangement." I said, "Well, don't. It'll just make you sad." But she, and she knows, and Sarah knows that, whatever Robert and I write down, they have the right to change it.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who have to live with what's done. We don't. And I want them to be able to say to each other, "We did a good job on Mom and Daddy's funeral," or whatever it was, and that they're proud of what the decisions that they made. And I think that's very important for every family.
236-2113, prearrangement questions. We've talked about insurance as well, insurance questions. What do you think, Mary Stifton? I think I know the answer to this, but sometimes I gotta throw you softballs, right? Let you hit it out of the park. At what age should someone have prearrangements?
18 and over.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, and
it doesn't cost anything for prearrangements. Is the thing.
I mean, nobody wants their child to die.
Yeah.
Our family has been through it quite a bit, and it's hard on parents when they have to make funeral arrangements for their children.
Mm-hmm. So
it's really hard.
If I come to you all right now and say, "Hey, I have some plans for a potential funeral down the road for me," I can just give those to you, right? Like I don't have to put any money down or anything.
We have a couple of filing cabinets full of prearrangements.
Mm-hmm. Let's say I
make
make
a Rolodex full of names.
Let's say I make a prearrangement with you, and I move to Oregon. I don't know why I moved to Oregon, but I live to be 117 years old, and here I am, or whenever it is, and I die in a different state, way away from where I made the and all those.
Let me tell you one of the most important things. If you have paid money and it's put into Kentucky has a big trust fund that all the funeral directors are part of. If you've put money into the trust fund or anything like that, and you're going to move to Nevada, don't move your money.
Okay.
Because in Kentucky you get all the interest, and it's a good interest trust fund. In Nevada, I think it's Nevada, Ann Yeager can tell you better than I can. They take, if you have a prearrangement in Nevada and you want to move it to Kentucky, Nevada keeps, I think, all of the interest that it's earned, and you have to pay a penalty in one state. Might be Utah. I mean, crazy. Really, before you move a prearrangement from state to state, you need to check the laws in both states. Because we have people that have moved out of Danville and they've moved to the other side of the country, and when they die, the trust fund will send their funeral director a check for all of the money they put into it and all of the interest that it's earned. There is no penalty, there's no fee or anything.
Well, you all have been very vocal about how the funeral laws or whatever here in Kentucky are great for people.
Kentucky they're strict, but they're good laws, and they are consumer benefit.
So can someone in another state that has never lived in Kentucky ever, doing their research and saying, "Hey, Kentucky's got some great funeral laws," they can call you all and just set it up?
Yes, they can.
That sounds like the way to go.
Yeah. Now we have to have they have to have their address, and because every January the trust fund sends out statements to each person of how much interest their trust has earned that year.
Okay.
And so if they don't have the right address, they send it to us, and we have to find them. So it's all we need is their address, their mailing address, and their social security number, and some other things like that.
So if you have family members out of town, out of state, go ahead, tell them, call Stith Funeral Home.
Yeah, you can call us, and we'll help you. We do have, I think, one or two where parents people have set up, like for a sister or a brother or somebody like that in a different state. There's something about one of them that is going to a different state.
They already know.
And it's somebody here that made that prearrangement. And I don't know whether we've already done it or not. It's been too long. I'm too old.
236-2113 is the phone number, 236-2113. Got a quick 90-second break. We'll step aside. We'll come back and finish up the conversation. Back in 90 seconds on Tuesdays with Stith. It's Mary Stith Hamlin in studio talking about prearrangements this morning on The Joe Show.
Hi, this is Jenny at the Danville Nutrition Center. At the Nutrition Center, we strive to help our customers achieve optimal health. From our high-quality collagen proteins to our immune system support vitamins, we are here to help you and your family stay healthy all throughout the year. We provide locally raised, free-range meats, eggs, and fresh milk and organic produce boxes delivered weekly. Your locally owned Danville Nutrition Center is here to serve you. Visit us at 802 South 4th Street in Danville. Danville Nutrition Center, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
New year, new road, new ride. Start yours in a new Kia from Cartown Kia. 2024 Kia Forte, just $199 down and $199 a month. Or the 2023 Kia Sorento, just $299 down and $299 a month. Or with rates starting as low as 0.9%. Start the new year in a new ride at Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
2024 Kia Forte, $199 per month, 1964 due assignment. 2023 Kia Sorento, $299 per month, 2801 due assignment. 36 monthly lease, 10,000 miles per year, plus tax, title, license, doc, and acquisition fees with approved credit. No security deposit required. All incentives to dealer. Price may not include dealer added options. See dealer for details. Offer expires January 31st, 2024.
Dunn's Barbecue, offering chicken wings. You asked for them, we got them. Barbecue, buffalo, Creole Parmesan, breaded or naked, as well as our famous pulled pork barbecue, brisket, grilled chicken, ribs, homemade size, located in Harrisburg at 726 K Run. So call 734-3675 for your free delivery to Danville, Harrisburg, or Bergen. Dunn's Barbecue is open Tuesday through Saturday, located on Cane Run in Harrisburg, and for free delivery, takeout, and dine-in.
Going out of town or anywhere in the world? Stay in touch with WHIR on the internet at hometownlive.net. Powered by Kentucky WiMAX.
We are with Mary Stith Hamlin, Stith Funeral Home, and happy to have her in studio on this Tuesdays with Stith segment. Y'all have had a busy time last couple of weeks, huh? It's Stith Funeral Home. Been busy. Yeah. And here's a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. Someone says, I had not even seen 20 years old at the time of my parents' death. So not even 20 years old.
Uh-huh.
I was the next of kin as the parent of mine who had died was unmarried. So I guess that's how the next of kin works. And the way she's talking makes it seem like she's not even from America. I was just like I had not even seen 20 years old. That didn't seem like something an American would say.
Well, that's one white people. She's under 20.
I went to the funeral home requesting to view the body the day before the service. The director said that a showing for another family would be happening soon, and there would not be time for the body to be brought upstairs to see me.
Ooh.
Mary's already making a face like this ain't going to fly at Stith Funeral Home.
No, it doesn't fly.
So we'll continue with the story. It says, I say okay, accept the news, and turn to leave. That's when he says, wait here, and leaves, only to return with a photo of my deceased parent taken on a cell phone. White sheet covering, metal table behind, etc. I was horrified, and to this day, now years later, I'm wondering if this was appropriate. Would any other funeral home or funeral director do this? It also appeared that there were a lot of photos of other deceased on the phone, and I'm also just wondering if taking photos has any logical purpose in the industry.
The only people that we have take photos are family members.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So like
it's
this
their
person.
call. It's not our call.
Yeah.
And to just surprise her with that.
Yeah, like, hey, here's a photo.
That's kind of tacky. But I mean, we've had families that have come in and we already have maybe a visitation getting ready to start downstairs, and we'll say to them, we can bring them up to the casket room, and they've already been in the casket room, and that's fine with them. So they go upstairs and they can spend all the time they want there.
Yeah.
Or you can always say visitation's going to be over at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Why doesn't your family come in 15 minutes later?
Mm-hmm.
Or an hour later or whatever. There's always ways better than a surprise photograph to do it.
Yeah.
That's tacky.
That does seem tacky to me, too.
And it's It's just almost mean to me.
Yeah,
because she wasn't expecting that.
And then suddenly, hey, here's
and then
the photo.
To put it in front of her face, that's horrible.
Well, you all, I mean, we can tell, we talk with y'all every Tuesday, how much you all are about making sure the family gets what they want.
Yeah.
And I like the story.
That is the
That's
most
number one.
important thing.
I like Ann Yeager's story about how she worked at a funeral home in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, she got fired the first
she didn't
day.
last long. She's like, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. Why are we doing this?
Yeah, I think the guy said to her, your mom doesn't own this funeral home.
Yeah, well, I wish she did, because she does it a lot better than you all do.
Yeah, I think she said that to him.
Stiff Funeral Home, 236-2113. If you have any pre-arrangement questions, insurance questions, things of that nature, they love to help you out there. It's Stiff Funeral Home on Broadway.
Broadway and Junction City.
In Junction City. I was going to say across from the former First Baptist Church location.
On Broadway.
Which is a long time ago.
I know, but I miss the Baptist church. I like the library, don't get me wrong, but I miss the church.
It's been 16 years, no, 17 years
believe.
now.
Yeah.
Longer than 7. It's been like 20 years.
Has it been?
Because they started like deconstructing the building. See, we moved into the one of the bypass in 06, out my senior year of high school. 06,
I used to have pictures from my office. I could take pictures of the church every day. So I had pictures of it coming down, and I could put it back together. But my pictures have disappeared, so I don't know what. We've done some computer stuff, and somehow they didn't survive, I don't think.
236-2113. Mary, appreciate you being on. If you have any questions,
take care.
make sure
Everybody be careful and have a good week.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate that. There's that sad music again. That means my time has come to an end on the Joe Show. Had a blast with you all on this Tuesday morning, and hoping with the start to your work day just a little bit more bearable. I'm Joe Mathis signing off. Back with you again tomorrow morning, dark and early, on Danville's one-stop shop for local news, local events, and local voices. That's the Joe Show. AM 1230 and the brand new 103.9 FM WHIR Danville News Talk Sports. Until then, God bless. Have a great, fun, and safe Tuesday afternoon as Curtis McPeak's Home Sweet Home leads us home sweet home. It's 10 o'clock. Kentucky Sports Radio is coming up next.